Hello, welcome to Metrocast. I'm the nostalgia critic. I remember it so you don't have to. Today we have an amazing guest, my good friend Quinten. I've known this man for about 7 years. Do you want to introduce yourself, Quinten?
He kind of just did for me, but yeah, I'm Quinten.
Yeah. Well, welcome again, everybody. This is the second episode of Metrocast. That's how you know it's real, is that we actually made a second episode. I'm one of your hosts. I'm Leon Dion. You can find me on Twitter at the Leon Dion, and you can find me on Letterboxd at Leon Dion.
All right. Yes, my name is Meredith, and you can find me on Twitter at Meredith Riggs 39, and you can find me on Letterboxd if you look up my name, Meredith Riggs, Riggs. I will have all of my info linked in descriptions because it's a lot to remember. I think that's all. I think yes, I think that is all for now.
All right.
All right. I'm Mark or Crimes, and I'm not opening my eyes right now. And I think if I do at any point during this recording, there might be like 3 extra weeks of like winter for us, because I can't even see right now. Like shit. Holy fuck.
You still got those eye bugs in there? Those, like, what is it, the Sandman duct?
Yeah, I'm going super chino right now. Oh god.
And then we've also got Dylan.
Yes, hi. I'm Dylan, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good job. That's so descriptive.
I know, thank you,
Boring as
Mark.
hell.
Well, guys, we're back again for another episode. I feel like, once we continue to do this more, it'll feel a little bit more comfortable, but it's also so exciting to actually do a second episode. Most of the time you get excited to do a project and you do it once and then you never come back to it. So that's the motivation to keep me going, is that there's actually a second episode, so it's starting to become a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're official.
Yes.
Big boy status.
Yay.
And I'm so happy that we actually got Quinten in early, because Quinten messaged me and he's like, "Hey, you got a SoundCloud?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, got a SoundCloud already." He's like, "Dope, link it." And I was like, "All right, dog, let me pull it up real quick." And he found it. I gave it to him and he listened to it. How did you listen to it in pieces, Quinten, or did you listen to it in the?
Oh, I listened to it in whole. Just
In
all
whole.
at once. Yeah.
What a dedicated fan. I love it. I stan.
Yeah, I mean, like, what is it? About an hour and 27 minutes long, I think, in all of its glory.
Hour 20 minutes.
An hour and 20 minutes, somewhere around there.
I mean, it was mainly background, but it wasn't like I wasn't focused on it. I think I was playing a game or something while listening to it too. So I wasn't just staring at SoundCloud.
I hope it was a good game.
A good game.
Yeah, I hope you were playing a good game while listening to it. That adds to the experience.
Oh yeah.
I think it's about the same length as Dougal.
Dougal. Oh, yes, the classic Dougal movie.
Dougal, the best movie.
Oh man, I gotta watch Dougal at some point. Not enough time in life to really not watch Dougal, I guess. I don't know. I remember watching Dougal a long time ago.
I can feel it. There's gremlins out here.
All right.
I'm not even looking at my screen right now. I can feel that they're on my screen.
What, the letterbox gremlins?
Yes, like the colors are like flashing in my eyes right now.
Oh, the one where it says like the website has an error and it doesn't load properly, and then you refresh it and it loads just fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'll do that, I suppose.
There was something I wanted to talk about, and I think we were going to talk about it a little bit on the last episode. Was the Joker controversy and everything surrounding it, like the whole discourse, whether it be essay pieces or articles or just discourse over the internet. I think that it's probably one of the biggest manufactured controversies I've ever seen for any movie ever.
Yeah.
I think just so much about it just doesn't really warrant any sort of real worry, I guess. I just don't get that, oh man, I'm too scared to go see this movie in theaters.
All these incels. I've seen the film, and this is coming from a perspective of already watching it. It's not at all worth the hoopla, I think.
That's what I've been saying.
I know, like I knew it as soon as Dylan was just like, "Yeah, this movie's kind of fucking suck." I was just like, "Yeah." But it's not great, and it's genuinely it's a film that really loses itself in all of its homage, and it definitely feels like it's a lesser version of everything it wants to be.
King of comedy and what?
King of
comedy.
It gets
and
very distracting.
Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver. Yeah.
Well,
but
because Quinten already knows my opinion on it, and I've talked to him several times, and we talk about it a lot, actually.
Usually, it's quite the hot button issue, because it's becoming a huge thing because of all these incels and the media.
Oh, it's not like it's becoming a huge thing; it already is a huge thing.
It's still a huge thing.
Yeah,
like Joker saying the N-word.
The Joker N-word meme is probably one of my favorite memes floating about on Twitter right now, just because of like what it does to people. I think it's just kind of fun to watch on the sidelines, whether people embrace the meme or just totally like hate it and lash out against it anytime they see it. It's always just interesting to see two different sides of the spectrum.
How could you say that?
It's just so interesting to me because I haven't seen a movie like this be so, I don't know, just like angry, just reviled against, even though people haven't seen the movie. It's so interesting to see that, and I just find it a little weird. I mean, today at one of my local theaters, they already had like they had 2 cop cars there, and they had like 3 officers just kind of hanging around the building.
Good God.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, so I guess it's real now. It's like real.
They got everybody worrying now. Good God. I don't get it. Like, it's not violent enough, I think, from like what people are like, just critics were describing it as. It's like, oh my God, it's game changer. It's really not. I've seen a lot worse, and it's kind of.
I think most people are just. I think it's mostly just like in how unflinching it's like the violence is. I was saying the same thing earlier today. Like it's not necessarily gratuitous in blood and gore, but there's something kind of unflinching about it, or just something. I don't know.
It's indistinctive enough to like be seen as realistic, but I think that's like the point is that it's just like kind of terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Quinten, what do you feel about it?
Just kind of the whole kind of controversy. I think it's a waste of people's time.
Hey.
Just a waste of time.
Like people, I mean, I get the fear, but I don't think this movie, from what I've even seen like in the previews, is worth. I don't know. All the controversy. I think Joker saying the N-word is, way better than any of that.
I'm trying to think of what movie would actually deserve a controversy like that. Maybe back in the day, like Cannibal Holocaust, where it actually showed real animals being murdered, or something like Peak Flamingos, where John Waters has Divine eat a real piece of dog shit. Like something like that.
I still gotta watch that movie.
Movie's amazing.
I mean, movies like those probably deserve a little more controversy, but I don't know. It just seems like I've never seen a movie where it's like you have to be afraid to go see it. Like you should worry about seeing this movie in theaters opening weekend because some drifter or loner or, like everyone says, incel is going to go out there and shoot up your theater.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite the bold claim.
I just feel like it's literally there's maybe I'm going too far out here in saying this, but maybe there are some people out there who are genuinely waiting for it to happen to justify their viewpoint.
Yeah, it definitely comes off like that.
That's just the impression I get, and I also see that people are giving the film more of a backlash because what Todd Phillips had to say about comedy and why he stepped out of comedy.
Ugh.
Which I'm curious to hear. I don't know if everyone's heard about that, but basically Todd Phillips had said that he kind of stepped out of the comedy ring because he felt like the woke culture was just like, how the fuck do you go about not offending anybody anymore? And it's just like he's like, I'm done. I can't do it anymore. So I'm just curious about like how everyone else feels about that. Maybe it's too simplified of an explanation, but like that's the gist of what he was saying.
I think it's like just an overall statement that you can understand, because every other week you're getting something new where it's like classic comedian apologizes for set done in like the 90s or the early 2000s or something like that.
Eddie Murphy being a classic example of that with his special Delirious back in I think the 80s or late 70s, somewhere around then.
And if you don't comply with that, and if you don't like apologize or admit, oh yeah, I was wrong with that, even the fact that you're a comedian and what you're supposed to do is make people laugh and do jokes, but people don't get that, I guess. But
yeah. Well, I mean, what people have said to bring up the opposite side of discussion for what Todd Phillips had to say was that you can still have politically incorrect comedy still today. Like, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is one I constantly see be thrown around on Twitter and even in some articles. And they're like, see, you can still do comedy that's politically incorrect. It's just that people want to say, I don't know, like people want to be racist, or people want to say like offensive things for the sake of being offensive. And I don't know if that's necessarily what Todd Phillips was trying to demonstrate in what he was saying. I don't think that that's exactly what he was trying to say. I feel like people are taking the headlines and running with it, and then spinning a narrative and just kind of creating their own perspective on the thing without actually like kind of sitting there and listening to the words and like let it sink in with him. That's just the perspective I get on it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's such a tired like subject in general, because it feels like any like drip that the film could like create, the media just sucked on that tight so much.
Yeah. I mean, Quinten and I are going to go see it tomorrow. We're going to go see it tomorrow morning, and I wonder how it'll be, because tonight at work, because I work at a theater, it was packed. I mean, it wasn't packed, but people were going in droves to see it despite of what people were saying about it, whether it be a good movie, a bad movie, or the like controversy surrounding it.
It's because it's talked about, and it's talked about everywhere. It's not just like a Twitter thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It's like on the news.
Was it on the news? I mean, I don't pay attention to like.
I don't watch like the local news, but I saw something on YouTube about it being on the news.
Oh wow! I mean, like,
be careful! Don't take your kids to the Joker. Or something.
Well, yeah, it's a rated R movie. Like, why would you take your
rated R movie?
People take their kids to Deadpool, so
I guess it's different. It's just different in tone. Like, this is more of a serious character piece.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird to me. And like, I mean, Quinten and I are gonna go see it tomorrow, so I mean, we'll hopefully by the next time talk about it on the next episode. But you know,
it's messy.
Is it a messy movie?
It's yeah. I really agree with what Josh Lewis says. Even though I don't have the same rating whatsoever, he's not wrong at all when saying it lacks some sophistication when it comes to its story and the way it goes with its thematics, and it's very apparent. But otherwise, it's pretty fine. I mean, there isn't anything overtly like, oh fuck this movie, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, Dylan's smoking dick with his like what?
Like fucking
3-star, 3
ironic needle drops.
Yeah, don't you get it?
Or no, it's like something bad happens, and then right after it's like fucking needle drop. That's Life by Frank Sinatra.
That's
Life.
No,
it's Send in the Clowns by Frank Sinatra.
Oh, the needle drop. Oh my gosh.
I thought you were talking about Fantana when you said needle drop.
I know.
I was like, oh man, Fantana's in the movie?
Yeah, he gets shot in the movie actually.
Epic.
Fantana's.
Hey,
he's
spoilers.
In the crowd. What? Post Malone's in it too.
Ah, dude, why you gotta spoil it for everyone?
The Rogues Gallery is here in this movie.
I know, Post Malone's in Joker. No cap.
Spoiled the Joker.
What, does he look like he still bathes in cigarettes?
Yes. He's on the subway. He's like, ah.
Is he a homeless guy?
I just keep on wishing that the money made you stay. And he gets like fucking beat by like 12 people on the subway.
In a scene totally unrelated to the Joker. Todd Phillips just really wanted to show that.
He just wanted to beat Post Malone on screen.
Yeah, he just really wanted to show it off. The other thing about the controversy that I feel like is like the double side of it, like what you can get out of it is the memes. You know, you just like I love the memes of 7 tickets to Joker, please, and it's a bunch of muscly dudes standing outside a theater.
A bunch of chads.
Or like the usher being like, so you're saying Joker by yourself? Oh. Like that stuff always makes me laugh every time I see it on my feed.
They tap your phone. They're
Yeah.
like, we need to look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm on some watch list because I said Joker was funny. I said Joker is an epic meme.
The one I just posted was so good.
At my local cinema, seeing Joker. Clerk says, enjoy your movie. You too. Suddenly, police flood the area, get pushed to the ground. An officer puts a photo of Ryan Gosling to my face. Who is he? Tell me who he is. He's just like me. Get dragged away screaming. That stuff is always so good. Quinten is a big Joker meme fan. I think he's a connoisseur at this point.
A connoisseur.
That was before even the Joker movie. That was when, like, this is a society memes were a thing.
Oh, God.
I mean, Quinten is a dedicated meme collector.
Oh, is he?
No, that's not me. That's Zach.
Oh, yeah. Our cousin Zach is a dedicated meme archivist. He holds, like, if you were to open up his phone, you could probably find, like, memes that are like a decade old at this point.
Good God.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has 3 phones currently.
Yeah, he does have 3 phones.
The other one.
He's got a trap phone.
He's got 3 phones, all for different points of business.
Oh, God, please.
One's for memes, one's for games, and one's for communication.
God.
One is for mobile gaming. This is true.
Yeah, and that was the phone I gave to him because he broke his other one, but he continued to use the broken one.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I can just imagine how cursed that meme phone is.
Oh no, not as cursed as Quinten's collection of Zach memes, as we call it. We call a thing called Zach memes.
What?
Zach.
Oh, the folder on Google Drive?
Yeah, the Google Drive folder of Zach memes, where it's just pictures of my cousin Zach, and Quinten draws them in Microsoft Paint.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, I think.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, and he gets kind of upset at him, but he really likes him at the same time.
He really does like him.
Part. Yeah,
that's the best part, really.
He's conflicted and he doesn't know how to feel.
Exactly. He's
like, I hate you, but I love you at the same time. What do I do?
And that's the thing, he doesn't know what to do. So he gets upset, but then, they inspire him in a way, I think.
He wakes up
like
every
the Joker
morning.
movie.
Like the Joker movie.
He is kind of like the Joker.
He is the Joker.
We live in a society. Dylan, would you agree that we live in a society?
Yeah, Dylan.
I don't know.
Okay, as the other Joker expert here, Dylan, what would you like to add to the conversation?
Yeah, I'm curious, like, because you have seen the movie. You've seen it months early, or a month early, or something like that.
Just less than a month. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know.
Dude, what do you mean?
The movie doesn't inspire anything from you?
Oh no, it'll inspire the incels when it comes out tomorrow.
It was out today. It came out today, Dylan.
Yeah,
it comes out tomorrow, October 4th.
They had screenings as early as 5 o'clock in the afternoon today.
Oh, yeah, it still doesn't say. It still is October 4th tomorrow.
Dylan, today's October 3rd.
Yeah.
So are you saying, like, an opinion on the movie or just the controversy?
Both, I guess, if you want to throw both in. Why not?
Well, I think there's something. Well, I mean, the one thing I did have in mind was already said earlier. It's that it's not even a good enough. It's like not even a good movie, or it's what is it called? Shit. It's like, oh my gosh.
Let's say by your rubric, Dylan, it were like the best movie of the year. It beat out everything that you loved this year. Let's say that it were like the peak of peaks. Do you think then it would warrant conversation for you?
You gave him a scenario he doesn't want to be a part of.
He's like, I don't know. How do I
fucking
feel?
world is this?
Like, I don't know.
Claire Denis Joker.
I think Dylan's piecing it
No,
together.
that would be interesting.
He's
That,
like,
that would actually be good then. That would be like
It's in
10 out of 10.
French.
French, and then you got that. What is it? Like a sensuality. Oh,
The love interest is Juliette Binoche.
a little girl or something like that, you know?
It's a little girl instead of a grown woman.
Yeah.
bro, that's not like no Claire Denis. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Joker
I've only-
pedophile. God.
I've only seen 2 Claire Denis films.
Yeah, and they're both awesome.
Were you about to say Clint Eastwood?
They're both epic sauce films, I'd say.
Yeah, especially Trouble Every Day.
Yeah, that shit's Kino. I think
It's like
that
my
is.
go-to feel-good film.
You know what? You have some weird fetishes, Dylan. Anyways,
Thank you, Mark.
Let me ask Quinten here some questions so we can get like a good profile on the man. Quinten, can I ask you what is your favorite movie? What's your favorite movie?
Like recently or just in general?
You can do both. Why not?
That I've watched recently. Recently, I watched 50-50.
The one with
I don't
Seth Rogen and
Yeah, Seth Rogen and
Joseph
what's his
Gordon-Levitt. That's the name.
is it?
Yeah, it's Joseph
Yeah.
Gordon-Levitt.
the Don John guy.
Yeah, Don
was
John.
You're right.
All right.
No, I really like that movie. That's probably I don't know. What have I seen this year?
Probably next to nothing, really. I haven't heard you talk a lot about like movies that you've seen in theaters.
Because I was so busy, and then now I'm not. So
Now you got all the free time. Now you got all the time to check out all the movies.
Yeah. I mean, that was last year. Black Klansman and Sorry to Bother You both came out then. Those were really good.
What's that,
Hmm.
Dylan? Or what's that,
Hmm.
Mark?
Sounds like somebody likes their minority cinema, as we call it.
We call it minority
Well,
cinema.
We can talk about that.
We don't
guess-
talk about that.
No, we can. I'll tell you about minority film here in a second.
Go for it.
Oh my God, no! I know
Okay,
what
so
you're gonna
the most recent film I saw was From the Hood 2.
Oh God!
not Tales from the Hood 1, the hit
No,
film
Two, the
from
sequel.
90s.
The sequel, yeah.
The long-awaited sequel.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Is it Snoop Dogg's Tales from the Hood, or is it just Tales from the Hood?
No, this one's just Tales from the Hood. I know he has involvement in the first one. I don't know about this one.
Last movie I watched with Snoop Dogg was Soul Plane.
Soul Plane. Oh,
see,
Jesus.
that was quite the experience.
Jesus, man, I don't know how you did that.
I think, yeah.
I watched like 5 minutes of Soul Plane and I said, life is short. I turned it off.
Life is short and more important than this shit.
Didn't you do the exact same thing to Tales from the Hood too?
Yeah, as soon as I was over at your house, Quentin, and I was just like, all right, I'm chilling. You guys are playing some Madden. I might as well just see what's up with Tales of the Hood too. I booted up and I'm like watching the first like minute and a half, and then this horrible CGI skeleton in flames and like a low res flame comes out, and I say, you know what, I'm really tired now. I'm gonna go to bed.
I'm a yawn.
I'm a yawn on this one. And I went.
Yeah.
I think I went to bed shortly after.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, y'all didn't stay up late vaping your juice?
I don't vape ever. Don't touch it.
You used to.
Yeah.
He jewels.
Quentin
Yeah,
knows that I
every
have
time-
a deadly obsession with vaping.
Yeah, it's really funny.
It's not funny, dude. I've become like a fucking addict. It's disgusting.
Yeah, but you don't like crave it. Just when you see it, you crave it. It's like
Yeah.
you're kind of closeted about it.
I'm pretty open about my addiction to the juice.
The juice, the num juice.
I ain't talking about OJ either, I do like Twitter though.
His
You
Twitter's
do like
pretty
his
funny.
Twitter. His Twitter is pretty funny.
Especially the fake Twitter.
Oh yeah.
The fake Twitter's so good.
Yeah, but no, Tales from the Hood 2, not good.
Well, what happens in Tales from the Hood 2? Is it is it an anthology where it's multiple stories in of itself?
Yeah.
See, I believe Tales from the Hood 2 is like Barry Jenkins inspired.
Yeah, it's very
it's it's a lot like his first film, if I'm being honest. Like it's like Moonlight Spotlight, and then it goes off the rail from there. But you know, it's quite the experience. Yes, I've seen 30 minutes of it, and I could not. I didn't hate myself enough to continue watching it. Sadly,
well, I did.
Well, you were also watching it with your girlfriend, and she's like, "Let's watch this," and you went, "Okay."
No, because she knew it was bad, and she started it, but fell asleep in it because it was really boring.
So you ended up watching it for her.
Yeah, so we finished. No, she fell asleep the first time.
Oh, okay.
The first time.
So the second time, that's why she wanted to watch it. She fell asleep the first time, and I made her stay awake the second time.
Oh my god.
Say, bitch, you're watching this with me.
I could not do Tales from the Hood 2 twice.
In a row.
In a short amount of time either. Though I have an idea on how to trick Dylan into watching Tales from the Hood. You could tell him it's Shorts or Spy Kids and then boot it up and he's trapped there.
Or Death Proof. Or Death Proof.
Side note, Dylan, I really want to watch Spy Kids with you someday. I'll do it.
Yeah. You missed it. We did Spy Kids and then we did Shorts. Like
really?
we did the whole we did the whole filmography.
God, it was painful. We watched we watched Spy Kids 1 and then we watched Shorts and I was like, Shorts is infinitely worse.
I remember Shorts. That's the movie with like the
snot monster.
The Magic Rock.
Yeah.
The Magic Rock.
I had that on DVD.
What, does it make a good paperweight?
That's pretty epic.
That's pretty epic, yeah.
Oh, now you got Dylan's interest.
You grabbed the man's interest now. You brought up Shorts.
I was asking if it makes a good paperweight.
Kino.
I don't have it anymore.
Oh, you don't have it anymore? Did you lose it?
No, we don't have any DVDs anymore. That's why we moved, because like
they threw them all away.
Our camper.
Oh, damn.
That's where we had all our DVDs.
That sucks, dude. You could have watched instead of saying
Shorts.
You should have been.
I've seen it more than enough times. I'm alright.
How many times have you seen it?
How many times?
Yeah, how many times?
Do you remember Spy Kids 4 though?
Oh my god.
I don't. I remember the first and the second one, but I don't remember the fourth or the fifth.
It's like they go back in time and then it turns into Twin Peaks: The Return.
No, it doesn't. Don't lie.
It literally does.
It does.
That's the only part we remember from that fucking movie.
I remember Smell-O-Vision because I saw it in theaters and they gave me a card and said scratch and sniff and I went, okay.
Smell-O-Vision.
I've never been to
Smell-O-Vision.
You've never been to what, Quinten?
What?
To like the 4D Smell-O-Vision movies.
You're not missing anything. It's just a scratch and sniff card.
Only that was like
much.
John Waters and like the Wild Thornberrys movie. Didn't they have? I think the Wild Thornberrys movie had that too.
Yeah, John Waters did that with polyester.
I want to go back in time and do that.
Yeah, I don't know exactly like if they still exist. Like I'm sure somebody still has a polyester scratch and sniff, but I'm more you know, as a connoisseur of fine cinema, I'd like to own a Spy Kids 4D scratch and sniff card. Really,
I'm gonna look that up on eBay or something.
I mean, it's the same way that they gave out those 3D, what are the 3D glasses and the DVDs of Spy Kids 3D.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to get rid of them. I know what you're talking about. I do know what I remember when I was little, whenever we rented it from Blockbuster, the case came with like little folded up plastic like 3D glasses.
I didn't know that Blockbuster would actually give out the 3D glasses in the rental. That's kind of insane.
I know. Good. That's probably why they went broke.
Yeah, I feel like you were supposed to return those, but I kept them.
I kept them, yeah, me too. Maybe like, would you like to recycle this? Fuck no, I want these.
I want to keep them.
I want to look like the one guy from Back to the Future.
Oh my god.
I'm not even shitting you. I used to do that on purpose. Biff Scoons.
Like it was like one of Biff's goons. He just had the 3D glasses on all the time.
He did, and I loved that. I always thought it was quirky, and I was like, I want to be like him when I grow up.
I want to be quirky. I want to be a cute girl. I want to be a quirky
girl. I want to be a little quirky
girl.
Be
like one of the cool kids.
She's kind of quirky.
Like a Visco? Kind of quirky, just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Quinten, I remember. Do you remember seeing Jurassic World 1 in theaters?
No, because it was kind of a forgetful movie.
What?
I remembered that you were so excited to see it. You were like, "Oh my god, a new Jurassic World or a new Jurassic Park movie?"
Mm-hmm.
You were so excited. I remember you. You were like genuinely excited. And when we bought our tickets and you got your popcorn, and you sat down. I looked to the left of me. And I'd never seen a man all the color from his face just drain so quickly.
He grew up that day.
He really did.
Yeah, I really don't remember. I mean, I remember the movie, but I don't remember the experience.
I remember the experience, and I remember the movie too. I remember that my brother fell asleep because he said it sucks, and he went to bed.
Yeah, same with the original Jurassic Park, but
Yeah,
Jurassic
that's right.
Park 2.
I say that Jurassic Park 3 is better than Jurassic Park 2.
I like Jurassic World 2. That shit's great.
I
It's like
haven't seen it
masterpiece. It's subversive masterpiece, honestly.
No, stop.
It is though. It's like high art.
See, Quinten is a fan of the Jurassic Park series. I mean, like, the guy loves Jurassic Park anything.
I mean,
And he doesn't even like Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
Yeah,
boo.
What was that
I know
excitement?
the third one's coming
What?
out soon.
I know. It's gonna be like the best thing ever.
You saw the short, didn't you, Quinten?
Yeah, I saw the short. That was actually really good.
I haven't seen the short yet, but I've heard.
There's
good
a short?
things.
Yeah, it's only like 8-10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, it's battle at
Battle at
something
Big Rock.
Yeah, Big Rock. I know it's got
Battle of Anglers.
It's got an Allosaurus and a Tyrannosaurus, right?
Yeah, it has an Allosaurus and then Pseudoceratops, I think it's called. Yeah, that's what it says right here.
Sounds like a degree somebody could have now.
Yeah, no, it's only 8 minutes, but it's pretty good. I liked it.
Would you go see Jurassic Park 3 or Jurassic World 3?
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch the other one first.
You have to watch all 3 of them though, in the
Like in sequential order.
yeah, in sequential order.
Yes.
So really, you should start with Jurassic Park 1, then 2, then 3, and then go to World, and then World 2, and then go see World 3.
World 2 is it's quite the thing. It's quite an experience.
I mean, I know the story.
You know that dinosaurs run around in a house?
I don't know. Well,
Like gremlins?
Yeah.
Like Gremlins, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Like
because they're trying to
Gremlins.
sell them for world, like some sort of trade or some shit like that, right?
Yes.
Money.
Yeah, I know the third one. They're bringing back the original cast for the most part.
I know, that's super cool.
Yeah,
And
that's why
Sam
I'm
Neill
excited
looks
for
like
that.
so uninterested.
Because Sam Neill would rather work with John Carpenter.
He's like, where the fuck's John?
John, where are you? And John Carpenter says, "Yeah, I'm too busy playing NBA right now."
Steps out from the shadows. What do you mean? What do you mean, dinosaurs? Fucking Swifts takes a huge ass cig from his fucking pocket. I forgot how he sounds. I know he sounds really bad because he's a fucking addict, like an actual nicotine fiend.
Yeah. That or he's over his what is it? I don't know, his production studio and is always like making music in the shadows.
He's making music. He's like David Lynch. Except, the basic bitch of Lynch. Lynch just makes like fucking weird he makes like scraping metal and he turns that into a fucking song.
Yeah. I've never listened to Lynch's music though, so I have no comment about it.
It's very odd coming. It's even odd for Lynch, I'm say that.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna ask you, Meredith, like, you are familiar with Jurassic Park 2 or Jurassic World 2, right? Is that why you were like getting all anticipated about it?
Oh no, I just feel like I just want to give him crap for that. No, I've seen the first one. I'm really weird about this. I've only seen like the original Jurassic Park, and then I saw the Jurassic World, like the first one. That's like all I've seen.
Oh.
So I'm kind of a
Same boat as
mess.
me.
Yeah, I gotta see the
There's
rest
only-
of them because I like them, but for some reason I've never seen the second or third of the original one, so I gotta do that.
The third one is the one where they're on the in Manhattan or something, right?
No,
The
that's the
third?
second one.
Yeah. The third
Okay.
one is with where they go to the island and the big Spinosaurus kills the T-Rex and they crash the plane.
That's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
Ooh, that's
favorite
cool.
of the sequels.
Really? That's
Yeah.
the worst one.
No!
that's the worst one.
No, that's the best one. Dude, Sam is like a fucking Terminator in that movie. That man does not quit.
Yeah.
You sold me. I need to watch this now.
You said yeah, but I don't care.
Dude,
It's still ass.
When they go to the pterodactyl den, I'm like, yes, I'm in. Sign me up. I'm ready for this adventure.
So, I mean, I had them all on DVD, but I remember watching that one specifically on Cartoon Network.
Yes. Oh, I remember that. I remember staying up late to watch it because Cartoon Network, for some reason, did like programming for it. They showed Jurassic Park 3.
They had actual movies when they weren't just showing reruns of Scary Godmother, The Revenge of Jimmy.
I remember Scary Godmother. I think that's one of the first movies we all watched it to bond together.
Scary Godmother.
Scary Godmother 1 and 2. We had to do the duology.
The marathon. It was quite the influential thing, you know. Like I heard Tarkovsky got some influence from Scary Godmother.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, because you see, the moral implications of Jimmy's character is really
it's quite
a statement on the societal consequences of the then time. So
it's quite an interesting character piece, I must say.
it's Joker-esque.
Quinten.
Mm-hmm.
All right. When you go see a movie, what are you looking for? Because I've always been curious, like, what exactly draws you in to go see a movie instead of, like, just waiting a few days and then streaming it when it comes out, like, on a HD rip or something like that?
Shit, I don't know.
You just go see...
That's kind of a rough question. I don't... The subject matter, it kind of depends on if I'll go see it or not.
Yeah. What kind of narrative draws you in, though?
The most?
Yeah.
Comedy movies, kind of. I don't know. I like movies where I can just sit there and just not pay attention and still get the story. That's my favorite part.
Okay. All right.
What are your
just
thoughts
like
on
dumb movies?
What are your thoughts on
Sandler
Jonah Hill?
film. Oh
On
my
what?
god.
Jonah Hill?
Are you pro Jonah Hill?
Like 2019 Jonah Hill or super bad Jonah Hill?
Ooh.
the eras of Jonah Hill.
I mean, there's the fat era, and then there's his now era.
His
His now era is
It's even better.
What's he been in?
fucking Beach Bum.
Wolf of Wall Street.
That was awful. His performance in Beach Bum was like the worst thing about that movie.
No, it's not. It's one of the best things about that movie.
He said, "You wasted your talent on money and booze. Did you know you have a drinking problem?" And then he
Moondog,
sounds
baby.
like a drunk.
Moondog, baby, you wasted all your talents on drugs.
He's
like,
like a Jew.
He's like, oh shit, baby.
Oh shit, baby.
Yeah, that's what he says. He's like always holding the giant ass phone with him in this fucking tourist shirt, and it's just like, shit, Moondog. Oh man, I love it. Like it's so
You
good.
wasted your talent on money and booze.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh,
Fuck,
I'm
what a movie.
so sorry. I get you way sidetracked with that question, but it just came to my mind. I was like, God, it was a very hot, pressing question.
I mean, I haven't seen any of really recent stuff that he's been in, but what I have seen, I think he's kind of funny. So.
Oh, did you ever see mid-90s?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
I don't remember. I really don't. I mean, I'm not the biggest like movie buff. I do enjoy movies and I love watching them, of course,
Mhm.
right? But I'm not like you guys all kind of review them and stuff like that. Is kind of my understanding, correct?
Try to, yeah.
Yeah, we all try at least.
Yeah. That's not really my cup of tea. I like to go and kind of. I don't like to nitpick my movies. That's, for lack of better word, that's kind of why I like the easy to watch ones.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my style. That's why I enjoy watching awful movies. That's my favorite thing, is just seeing how like bad a movie is.
So you're a trash connoisseur.
A
You could
trash
say
sewer.
so.
Okay, awful movies are amazing. I'm just gonna agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Like The Room. I mean,
Oh
Yes.
my god! Oh, I
that's
love
gotta be
watching
my
The Room.
favorite movie.
So good.
It's kind of my favorite movie.
I
No
would-
flex. But...
Yo, you should tell them your story about seeing The Disaster Artist and trying to see The Room as well.
Oh Jesus. So. So we went to this theater, me and Jordan, so Anthony's little brother, or Leon's little brother. and we go there, and they sold out, or they sold like pre-sale tickets, and we bought them. And when we get there, they're like, they sold way too many. So we weren't able to see the room in theaters. So they basically, gave us another ticket for the Disaster Artist and said, "All right, we'll see you in a week or two, or whenever it comes out."
Mhm.
And then we ended up going back to that theater whenever it came out and seeing it there.
What was the
And there's
experience?
just
Yeah, I was gonna ask, like, what's the experience like seeing it, the Disaster Artist with all like just a full audience?
Everyone was cracking up. It was a good time. And then they gave us like a shirt and a pen that says Tommy's World on it.
Oh yeah, I got that one too. I remember.
Yeah, and a bunch of stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah, whenever they had the Disaster Artist coming around, they screened the room for everybody, like a free screening.
Uh-huh.
And I was lucky enough to go, and there was actually Lisa from the room,
Holy
the
shit,
actual
really?
actress. Yeah, we all took pictures with her, and
Isn't
she was like,
isn't she
signing
like the
stuff.
hardest one to get a hold of for all those screenings?
Yeah, apparently she lives in my city.
Huh. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
She kind of like secluded herself. She was even telling us, she was just like, "Yeah, see, I just kind of got out of the spotlight, and I mean, I just live here." And she didn't even like get invited formally.
Formally,
She just
Dang.
found the screening online. I was just like, okay.
Damn.
That's crazy. I saw The Room. I think I've told you guys that, so I won't like go way into it. But I saw it in St. Louis about 2 years ago, and Tommy was there, and I met him. And I hate the picture that I'm it's on Facebook somewhere, but I look really bad in it, so I like didn't share it that much, which is a shame. But it was supposed to be a midnight screening, and it didn't start till like 2 a.m, and it was worth it, but I was like almost asleep. But everybody was like throwing spoons at the screen.
That's right.
And,
Those spoons
like,
at
these,
the
like,
screen.
blow up football thing, like they like beach balls, but they were footballs and whatever. And like people were just like, I don't know, they were just like riff tracking it and stuff and just talking over it. And I don't know, it was a fun experience, but some people probably get pretty annoyed, like if you don't like the whole commentary thing.
Mhm.
But
Oh yeah.
yes, Lisa, I want to see Lisa sometime. That'd be so cool.
How was meeting Tommy?
I mean, I don't know. It was probably like, oh god,
That long sigh inspires a lot.
Have
it
you seen
only
his Twitter?
lasted.
I love his
Have
Twitter.
you seen his
But
Twitter?
it lasted like a few seconds. I mean, it was one of those things where like I was with two friends, and it was just sort of like, hey, how are you? And we all like gathered up and got a picture, and that was about it, because there was a long line. But before you got to meet him, they have this merch table, and he has this guy that, like, I don't know, I guess it's like his assistant or something, but they were selling like, I can't remember what all was there, like t-shirts, but his signature is that he sells underwear, and I actually have a pair of it, but my friend got it for me and my friends like a couple of Christmases ago, and it took like
A Tommy
like-
Wiseau thong.
I'll show you guys. I have it somewhere. I'll show you them. But,
He posts
like,
pictures
not
of them on
on.
Twitter. Yeah, he has his website link and everything on Twitter about them. I
Okay.
thought about buying some. They look kind of comfortable, to be honest.
They do. But they showed like he has like a really awkward commercial for them, and the guy who's in it was there, and it was, I don't know, it was a weird night because the friends who I went with, like, were all in the picture. They met him. They decided it felt like really dramatic, but they decided they ditched me. Like, they were gonna go watch it with me, and then they decided that they didn't want to watch it, so they were like, yeah, we're just gonna meet him, we're gonna leave. And I don't usually get really like pissed off or anything, but for some reason I just got on. I was like, you guys were coming with me, and I was like, why are you doing this? Like, we stood in line, like, I can't believe. And I don't know, I think I was really tired, and I almost went off on them, and I was like, whatever. But then they ended up actually meeting him, Tommy, and his assistant or whatever, at this diner. There's this 24-hour diner across the street. And so after Tommy did his intro at like 2 a.m, before the movie, he like apparently ran off and like hung out at this diner. And so my friends had this however like hour-long meet-up with him unofficially, and I was just like, I don't know, I was low-key kind of jealous of them, but I just told them, I was like, no, it's worth it, like, I'm glad I went to the screening. I found new friends. It was great. But
I don't need
petty.
y'all anymore.
Yeah, I know. I was really petty. Like, there were a couple of really nice guys who, like, I ended up sitting, like, in the back for a few minutes, and then I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna go, like, I'm gonna move up. I want to get closer to people. And so, yeah, I sat by these two cool guys, and they were awesome. Yeah, so super boring sounding, but it was a very eventful night.
No, it's an interesting story. I mean, what was Tommy like in person? Like, was he like, oh, you like my movie? I don't know why I made him sound like that, but yeah.
He seemed cool. I honestly can't even remember which is weird because I feel like I would have remembered an encounter with him.
He's such an alien.
Yeah, it was so short. I think that's why it was just like I barely had any time to like process. I was just like, we were like, by the time I saw it was him, we were like lining up for a picture, and I was like, oh. But no, I did notice like he had his signature, like however many belts, like he was like 6 belts or something at a time, and it's cracks me up. But no, it's weird. Besides that, like I don't remember. It wasn't like we got to talk to him for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something, which I don't know. But I was like, whatever, it's cool. I met him.
It was more of like a hello, and then that was it.
It was very very meet and greet, like long lines, and people were getting like pissed off because, like I said, it was like 2 hours late, and we were standing in line for how many hours, and I don't know. And then I also remembered that just like there was some guy hawking spoons. He was like selling people spoons in line. It was a big wraparound line outside the theater, and because everybody, it's just like a tradition where you throw plastic spoons. And so some guy, like, I don't know where he got them, but he had a humongous bag of spoons, and he was selling them, like, I don't know how many of them, but he was making people pay for like $1. And I was like, it's not a bad idea.
$1.
He said, let me go to Dollar General real quick.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Turn a profit. Got at least $200 that night.
Yeah, but
selling spoons.
But that's what apparently it's like a tradition. Like you throw a spoon every time. There's like a picture frame that they have in their apartment, and it's just literally like a picture of a spoon, and that's when you throw it every time you see the picture. So
that's where it comes from.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Not to go way off on the room. I probably could say like so much more about that, but it was very interesting. I'll try to link at some point. I'll have to send you. I made a blog post about it. I took some pictures and stuff. It was really interesting.
Imagine meeting Tommy Wiseau at a Denny's.
Can you pay for my meal? Can you
pay for my meal?
I'll try to ask. I want to do like, I almost want to do an interview now or something with like my friends that met him, because they were just like, I don't know. They made a lot of comments, and like I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to get them on sometime, because I'm sure there's a ton of stories. And yeah, no, I was definitely jealous of them, but I was like petty enough where I was like, no.
No, I'm not jealous. I'm not crying. No. You're crying.
No. But no, I was like, no, honestly, the screening was worth it. I would definitely do it again. Like, even if it's like 2 a.m. But that's really cool, though, that you got to meet Lisa, because that's just, I don't know, it's different. Everybody sees Tommy, but it's just, I think that would be cool to have, like, meet another cast member.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Quinten.
I did meet oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, Quinten, what if one day, you took your ancestry test, right? Let's say that you find out that Tommy Wiseau is, like, an uncle of yours. How would you feel?
I mean, I did take my ancestry test.
Yeah, let's just say that you found out. Let's just say that he was, though. Hypothetically
what a
speaking.
Disappointment.
Hypothetically speaking.
I would try and contact him, obviously, so I can get some of this awesome clothing line he has on that website I linked.
Some of that nice drip.
Yeah, some of those long johns he sells.
It's like, oh, Quinten, my nephew, I love you so much.
Yeah. That'd be pretty epic.
Let's go to football like American.
Dylan.
Yeah, we can go play football.
Dylan!
Oh, what?
What you think about Audis Room? What do you think about Room?
Starring Brie Larson.
Yeah, what do you think about The Room, Dylan?
Alright,
anyways.
Quinten, what other bad movies do you love? Like movies that are bad that they're good, or just movies that are just generally bad that you enjoy?
I
think
I
we
can't
watched.
think of any off the top of my head.
I think we watched
Really?
Birdemic together one time.
That's just painful. That's
Yeah, no, that wasn't. Yeah, that one wasn't good. That
You
wasn't
te-
fun either.
You're telling me you didn't have fun watching the Birdemic? Shock and
No.
terror.
It's like Aragon for me.
Oh yeah. Let me fill up my car. Yeah, I go to work and then I put gas in my car, and it's so like meaningful, guys.
$1 billion,
Really?
and everyone gets a share. Everyone.
Oh my god.
And then they do like a 2-minute long scene of people clapping.
That marketing campaign was more interesting than the entire fucking movie.
Didn't he go around
It
and just
was.
post like posters of the movie?
No, he was going around with like
His-
birds attached to his car.
Like a minivan or something, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a minivan and there were birds on it. And they all looked like they were like what's the term when they get like stuffed?
Taxidermy.
Taxidermy?
Yeah, all the birds looked like they were taxidermied.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
It's great. Those images are amazing. And they're taking on like flip phones.
I find it interesting that you say that you don't like I don't know. Maybe this is like too much of an overstretch, Quinten, but like super complicated movies, because I remember we watched Synecdoche, New York together, and we both really enjoyed it.
I'm not saying I can't enjoy a really complicated movie. I'm just saying, like preference-wise, if I was to go to a theater in Synecdoche, New York, and I don't know, Blended was there, I'd probably go see Blended.
Go see Blended.
Blended.
What a Chad move.
That's the Chad move. Oh, should I watch this little virgin movie about this sad boy now? I'm gonna go watch Adam Sandler fucking Drew Barrymore for like the 5th time.
Blended's hilarious.
What's it? It's peak Adam Sandler, really.
No, peak
Peak
Sandler was
Adam
51st.
Sandler.
51st Dates was peak Adam Sandler.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
Yes, it is. It's so good.
Quinten's an
It's
Adam
so
Sandler expert, if
good.
I remember correctly.
Yeah, I believe Pixel was his peak.
You're one of these new age fuckers. Huh?
I prefer New Age Sandler over old
The new age
Sandler.
Chandler stands. God.
Oh yeah.
Jack
Like,
and Jill.
oh yeah.
Jack and Jill's great. Duncan Chino. Dylan loves
Oh.
Duncan Chino.
Oh, Jack and Jill
Oh,
is like
Dylan loves Jack and Jill. That's like his favorite movie.
it's amazing.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's cinema right
So
there.
would you watch something like Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler, or would you say, give me another Jack and Jill, please?
give me another
Nah,
Jack?
I want another Click. Can we get a sequel?
Is Click
No.
good? Is Click good? I don't know.
I haven't seen Click.
What
I've
do y'all
always wanted
think?
it.
Like that? It's quite a genre bender.
I mean, because
Oh wait, I've seen Murder Mystery. I forgot about that. I
The-
went to-
Murder mystery.
the new Netflix one, right?
What about the
Yeah.
cobbler?
I haven't seen that.
The one where
Murder
he
Mystery wasn't good.
the one where he pretends to be someone else's husband and have sex with the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's very
Interesting.
Chad move. Good God. This is an actual thing that happens in the movie.
Yeah, isn't like Steve Buscemi his dad?
Yes. And he like dipped out on him as a child. He's
God.
constantly been wearing somebody else's shoes.
Quinten.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
spoilers, dude.
Oh yeah, spoilers for The Cobbler, the 2014.
Oh
hit movie.
yeah, the movie that everybody cares about, Dylan, right?
I love.
Yes.
Dylan loves The Cobbler. He's a fan. He has a poster in
He-
his room.
He has a poster in his room, all for himself.
Because
I can't believe you guys are missing out on the best Adam Sandler film. My God.
what
what
is
is
that?
Your big couch.
What is it?
The big
Couch.
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 Oh, the one with Paul
I'm-
Thomas
By Paul
Anderson.
Thomas Anderson.
Where it's just a long fart joke.
Pretty
Exactly.
It's like 5
Exactly.
minutes long, isn't it?
It's too. Well, yeah, basically.
And it's just like Adam Sandler sits on a couch and it's like a fart.
Yeah, it's like the best thing PTA ever did.
PTA
You know
made a
what?
fart joke, and that's the best
much. No,
thing.
Phantom Thread was essentially his fart joke. It was just
Yeah, it's like Couch is
Phantom
the
Thread.
prequel to Phantom Thread.
it's the
Oh.
prequel to Phantom Thread,
Literally.
starring Adam Sandler.
Yes.
Can I get 5 scones? Or no, no. How would Adam Sandler say it? Can I get 5 scones?
Hey, buddy, can I get 5 scones here for me and my
5
family?
scones. My family's starving.
And then like it would be Adam Sandler dressed as like his sister or his dad, and be like,
It would be
Jimmy, what did they say about the scones? Don't worry, Dad, I'm getting the scones.
I'm getting you fucking scones.
Like it would be something like that.
Hey, Jennifer Aniston, do you want some scones?
No, I'm okay.
She wants some scones.
No, really, Adam, I don't want scones. I'm good. All right, we'll make it 7 scones.
7 scones.
2 for me and 2 for the lady down the street there.
Right here. Hey, the lady down the street wants some scones too. Well, fuck.
No, Adam doesn't say fuck. He says that's the bad word.
Frick.
I've watched only 15% of his movies, but
I mean, hey.
Dude.
I'll get there one day.
And then Kevin James is the person making the scones.
Oh my god.
This could be a movie.
We're pitching the next Sandler film.
Happy Madison, I hope you're listening because I think we have your next big project. Adam Sandler plays as, I don't know, like we'll call him Derek, and Derek's like a nice family man because Adam Sandler usually has to be the family man.
Family man, yeah.
And then he runs into Kevin James, who is the scone maker, and he's taking his family out after doing Sunday church, and they're getting some scones.
Sounds like a mythical title.
Sunday scone. Scorned another day.
Score another scone. Another day. Another day, another scone.
Yeah, something like that. And like Kevin James wrongfully does Adam Sandler and his family by making these awful scones that slowly like make him sick. And he's like, "Hey, buddy, where'd you put these scones? You're making me sick."
Where'd you put the scones?
And Kevin James is like, "I don't know, man. I don't know. I just put some stuff in there."
I don't know. I just put some. I just made scones. And he's like, "Whoa, I'm fucking dying over here." My sister's got bunions.
Oh God, my bunions! Oh, they're kicking in. Derek,
My
please.
shoe.
Derek,
Guy, help me with my shoe.
Oh my God, Derek, please help me.
Derek. And then she farts, and then she crushes a pony.
Oh my God, what an awful idea.
I don't think you mean awful idea.
Yeah, you're right.
I think it could be similar to Zookeeper. I feel like,
No, this is the long-awaited "Don't Mess with the Zohan" sequel.
Oh my. Quinten, what is your favorite Adam Sandler? I don't know if I already asked that, but I'm like, what is your favorite Adam Sandler?
like movie?
Yeah, sure. I could
Punch
ask.
Drunk Love.
That's a good one.
Oh,
I know. I'm
an actual good movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was hoping
It's
for
no
something.
Meyer with stories.
Fuck you Noah Baumbach fucking hack.
Don't you hate Noah Baumbach?
I hate Noah Baumbach.
I was asking Dylan.
No, I like him.
He likes him now. Now he's like, oh, Marriage Story's so good. Everything else, like, misunderstood.
No, I've always liked him. Just like Marriage Stories, this M piece.
His masterpiece. What he'll be remembered for.
Everything except like what is it while we're young is good.
What? No, it is not.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
saying.
it's
Everything
not.
but while we're young is good.
No, and I'm saying you're wrong, because everything's not good.
Yeah, everything is good.
Oh, yeah. His only
I mean,
character
have you
is
seen Meyer
white
with
privilege.
stories?
Privileged white film grad. Privileged white film grad who's like, oh, yeah, my family. And then, like, yeah.
Wait, you're telling me you don't relate to that story? Because I do. Really. When I see Greta Gerwig on film, and I see her on any Noah Baumbach film, I'm like, that's me. I'm Greta Gerwig. I'm so quirky.
I'm so quirky.
Quinten.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna ask you, like, what was your favorite film going experience besides the Disaster Artist one? I mean, I could have sworn we've gone to see a movie together, like you, me, and the boys, and like you guys dipped out for a second and were just dicking around. Oh yeah, Dancer in the Dark. That's the movie we saw in theaters.
Go watch Dancer in the Dark.
We watched Dancer in the Dark in theaters, and then I think Quinten said, "Yeah, I'm fucking done." He got up and left.
That's not a movie that's not a movie for the homies. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, no. The homies, we all went into the bathroom and someone left their coffee cup in there, and Zach threw it across the fucking room and it splattered all over the toilet. Yeah, I remember.
See, Leon was in there watching fucking Lars von Trier cinema, and they were in there taking swigs out of the coffee cup.
I got so pissed off. I was like, "Fuck! You guys better fucking stop!" I was like, actually, really mad.
Yeah, no, you were upset.
Yeah.
That was after I left, though.
Yeah, I was really pissed.
Yeah, I can't, that's like the cruelest trick you could play. Hey, let's go watch a movie. Dancer in the Dark.
I didn't know it would be the way that it was. Come on, you can't blame
It's
me.
a Lars von Trier. I do blame you.
No, Quinten was into it at first. He's like, "Yeah, this is kind of nice," and then he heard Bjork sing, and he's like, "No."
Bjork is
good.
Bjork singing is what's like took you away from that. What the fuck?
I
Incel?
don't remember why I left.
He's like, I just didn't want to be there.
I think
As
that was the case.
As soon as like the blind woman started trying to shoot the one dude, I was like, oh god.
I'm like, yes, give me more. Give me more of this cruel humor.
Suffer.
Yes, exactly.
More. Good god.
I don't know. You can do a recall of the last episode, Nightcrawler. That experience was great.
You were oh, that's right. You were the one that went and saw Nightcrawler with us, and we got kicked out. Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Shitty theater could have used
Might
it.
have been another friend of mine as well. I think there might have been like.
I think there was someone else there as well.
Yeah. Okay.
We do have a voucher. Leon is not a capper.
I'm not a capper. No, this is true.
He doesn't cap. These are true stories.
Quinten, what's your favorite movie snack when you go and see a movie? What is the first thing you go up to the stands and say? They're like, "Hello, sir. How can I help you today?" And you're like, "Hello. Can I get a large popcorn, a lot of butter?"
No, it's always a drink for me.
It's always a drink.
Yeah. Oh, so you're one of the people who pisses during movies.
No, I can hold it.
What if
I can't.
What if it's a big movie, like 3 hours long?
Yeah. What if it's Avengers Endgame?
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it.
What?
It's better. It's best. It's perfect time because nothing happens in that movie.
Everything happens in that movie.
Oh my god! That hit different. Holy fuck!
You could just like leave any time in Avengers Endgame and come back and you wouldn't miss a thing, Leo.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Damn, that killed Crimes over there.
Oh, he's dying. I think you actually put him on life support. Oh my god.
I don't think I've seen the second one either.
Infinity or Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can skip that one. That one sucks.
Oh my god, I'm hotboxing my room right now. This is an awful idea.
Wait, are you doing the V word?
You mean the W word?
No,
Vaping? No, I'm not. No.
The juice.
The weed?
No, I'm not doing the juice. Well, I'm doing the THC juice. Yeah.
Mr.
Oh my
Mark.
god, this is a bad idea doing it while I'm sick. God, I already can't breathe.
Oh, your poor insides.
My poor throat. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
This is an experience. I wish we were all together right now.
I need to go get some water.
I don't revel in your pain right now, but this is just really entertaining.
Fuck!
Are you okay?
I need to get water.
Quinten.
Yeah.
All right. Let me create a scenario for you, all right? And I'll paint the picture and you imagine the blank canvas and I fill it in with each meticulous brushstroke, okay?
Sure.
Okay, let's say that you're seeing a movie, right? You're going to the theater. You walked your way down for some reason. You didn't take your car, so you walked all the way down to go see this movie, okay? Now, let's say that there are 5 movies playing at the theater, okay? Now, each of these movies are different movies that you've seen in the past before, but for some reason, something is different about them. It's either the day is different or the movie posters look a little odd, okay? Now, let's say that the 5 movies that are playing are Nightcrawler, Jurassic Park 2. Let's just say Jurassic Park 2. Adam Sandler's hit comedy Blended, and then Snoop Dogg's Tales from the Horror 1, so a movie you haven't
Tales
seen.
from the Hood?
Tales from the Hood, yes. That the first one you haven't seen. And then let's say Avengers Endgame is there. What movie do you go see out of the bunch? What movie do you go up to the usher and say, 1 ticket for?
Most likely, I'd probably go to something I haven't seen.
So Tales from the Hood 1?
Yeah, I'll go see that one.
And you say, 1 ticket, please. And they go, really? Tales from the Hood? You want to see that?
I say, yeah, I'm depressed. I think this will make it worse.
Oh, man. I mean, so you saw It Chapter 2 with your girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And we were actually talking about it a little bit, and that you generally liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was all right.
Was Bill Hader your favorite?
Yeah, because he looks like you.
I don't look like Bill Hader. I look nothing.
Wait a second.
I look nothing.
I like that.
I don't look like no. I don't look like Bill Hader.
That. Bill Hader's great. I think that's a great compliment. All right, now I'm gonna call him Hader.
I love Bill Hader, but I'm not Bill Hader. This is a meme that Quinten has been torturing me with for like 2 years now.
Is it the hair? Has Bill Hader done? Hold on.
He's never dyed his hair. No.
When I'm trying to figure out, like, okay, yeah, I can see it.
Dad's back.
His SNL character, the Stefan or whatever it is, doesn't he have that swoop hair too?
Maybe.
Like, not swoop, it's not the word I'm looking for, but like, he's got the Leon hair, I think. Oh, I agree. I like it.
Oh God. I have to kill off this cart.
Dad's back from the cigarette store. He's back.
I've been doing this for 6 years.
Okay, Dad. You don't have
I got a hole in my throat.
Please get out of my ear, Dad. It's a little weird.
I wanted to buy one of those things that
What,
you
one
put on your throat and you can just mouth words and it'll talk for you.
Oh yeah,
The cigarette smoker things.
Oh gosh.
that scary fucking commercial.
Those
yeah.
are horrifying.
Which one?
The one commercial about there's this don't smoke commercial, the truth commercial with I can't remember her name. She was the woman who had the voice box removed, and so she used one of those holes in the throat devices to speak through.
Yeah.
And that shit terrified me as a kid because they would only play it late at night, and there I am just trying to watch some Cartoon Network or Disney Channel, and they would play that, and I'm like, God, this is so scary.
It's so scary.
No. Scary. It definitely is.
You know what would always freak me out sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the transitions to, like, when I was younger, the transitions to Adult Swim would be really fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
Or it would be, like, super, like, it would go from, alright, Ben 10, Omniverse, and then it would go straight to some fucking, like, robot chicken and somebody getting ass raped, and I'm like, okay, nice. And I didn't turn it off in time.
You're introduced to a new concept as a young boy.
That's bad.
I think there's one show I know that has changed Quinten's life forever, and that I think he was a young boy and he turned on Cartoon Network and he stayed up a little too late, and then once it transitioned to Adult Swim, it went. It seems today that all you see is violence and movies and sex on TV. But where are those good old-fashioned values? And then it's just Family Guy. That's the show I'm talking about. Quinten loves Family Guy. He's seen every episode.
I don't love Family Guy. Just because I've seen every single episode does not mean I like it.
You're a connoisseur.
We're talking about Todd Phillips here, right?
Family Guy? What are you talking about?
Todd Phillips is
a Family Guy.
Oh, yeah, he is a family man.
Yeah, Joker is a movie for the family.
Quinten, what are the top 10 Peter Griffin moments?
Oh, God.
I think all of them are when he punches the orange man.
All right.
Why?
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Peter Griffin moment number 10, when he fights the chicken. Peter Griffin moment number 9,
When he fights the chicken.
When he fights the chicken. Peter Griffin number 8, when he gets raped by a bull.
Did that
Peter
happen?
Griffin number 7, yeah.
Oh.
Peter Griffin number 7, when he fights the chicken. Peter Griffin number 6, when Meg drop kicks his teeth in. Peter Griffin number 5, when
he sends the N-word and he becomes the king of the black people.
he becomes the king of the black.
He's like,
that's a real thing. That's a real episode.
They respected me for it.
They respected me. Lois.
Lois.
Lois. Lois.
Can I say it?
Can I?
Cleveland just cautiously looks over at him.
No. Peter, no. Peter, no, you can't say the N-word.
Peter, that has too much power. You can't use that word.
Holy shit.
I'm about to become Thanos.
Oh no. Hey, Peter.
Peter. When Joe Swanson comes in, he says, Peter. And Joe Swanson says,
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter, I gotta stop you from being Thanos.
Joe, we need to stop Peter before he it's too late.
Who's this? Who's Quagmire?
Quagmire is yeah.
Quinten, who is your favorite Family Guy character, and why is it Brian?
Why is
What? Well, you just think I'm a giant libtard?
a fucking cuck indeed?
Yeah.
Hey, he's not a
No,
libtard.
but you're right.
He's not a libtard.
Yeah, Brian is like a pseudo-intellectual libtard.
Yeah, haven't you seen
His
Family Guy?
character. Have you not seen Family Guy?
No, I haven't.
I mean, just makes a lot of
You know what?
sense.
Fuck off.
Like, why?
You're clearly not a connoisseur like myself, so
I'm just
I don't think I can talk to you.
I just don't understand, like, why you're obviously not a fan of it. Like, why did you watch every episode?
Yeah, why would you watch every? Do you hate yourself that much?
Yeah?
But what draws you to, like, every episode?
It was kind of just like a challenge.
It was an endurance test.
It's like that time
That's for sure.
It's like that time you decided to watch Future Diary all in one night and you skipped school because of it.
You watched Future Diary all in one night?
Yeah, I did.
That opening song is so fucking good though. That first opening.
Mm-hmm.
If you play that, I guarantee I'll have flashbacks.
I think that was his first waifu.
His first waifu was the clinically insane pink bitch.
Yeah, and that's everyone's first real waifu. I would say, you know.
It wasn't mine. My first waifu was who's the one bitch from crap. I can't think of it right now. Yoshi, no.
It'll come to you.
Mario?
It will come to me. It's that one. Inuyasha. Who's the one bitch from Inuyasha?
The purple-haired girl?
Yes, her.
Oh, I don't know her name. You're asking the wrong
You're
guy.
a weeb, aren't you? You should know this shit.
Dude, I'm not a fucking weeb. I stopped watching anime.
Yeah, because you knew, I'm gonna be a fucking weeb. I need to stop. I need to stop while I'm ahead.
I had a problem where I tried to watch every episode of every season.
have a problem.
Yeah, he did. He wouldn't drop anything. He wouldn't stop watching it.
I haven't dropped anything. If you go to my anime list right now and look up my name, I've never dropped a show. I still haven't dropped a show. At most, I'll put things on hold, but I don't believe in not finishing what you started.
Oh god.
So
I do.
ADHD in me has a hard time doing that.
Dylan loves anime.
Dylan loves anime, actually. Yeah, his favorite movie's Your Name.
Bro, that shit trash. Fucking like wank sauce.
Wank sauce.
Wank sauce.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony.
I know I am 20.
Okay, wank sauce. That's like no. I would like to rant about this. Okay, I went to. Okay, so we had rehearsals today, right? Like pretty much all day.
Yeah.
And basically, we have like a 20-minute break to go get food and like get lunch and all that. So we go to McDonald's of all places. This is already after I've quit, and we go to a different store. And we're pulling up, we get our food, we leave. And by the time we're in the car, we're already pulling up to the school. And I check the bag. And I just say, what the fuck? And I hit the top of the car, and everybody just stops, and they're like, what's going on? And I pull up my fry box. I ordered a large fry. I pay $5 for that shit here. It's $5 to get a large fry.
What?
What? Really?
And these fuckers
Dang.
gave me what is in a fucking Happy Meal fry containment in a large fry box.
Oh no.
They hoed me out of fries. And you just hear the whole car just start dying, and I was like, what the fuck? Where are my fries? Because, like, I only ate 2. I only ate 2 fries, and the rest of it, like, it was non-existent. I was so upset, and we didn't have time to go back, so I had to deal with my reality. I was like, fuck. So we're just eating there, and I pull up my, like, because I got a double cheeseburger. I was like, no onions, no pickle, and I want mac sauce. And so what they do is, no onion, no pickle, add mac sauce. But the way they did it, it looked like my burger got some dick right before I ate it. Like, it looked like somebody legit just, like, spreaded my, like, burger's sesame seed cheeks. This is your mac sauce, fucker.
They nutted in the burger.
Like, it looked like they nutted in the burger. Yeah, like
nut
the
burger.
When I said, yeah, no pickle, no onion, go light on the on the mustard, they added fucking mayonnaise, and I'm like, oh god. Like, that shit was actual ass. Like, I felt so disgusting eating. I was like, oh my god, this shit's probably contaminated.
But you ate it anyways.
I ate it anyways, because yeah.
Because it was yummy.
It was not yummy. It was so overpowering. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Kind of like the pretentious asshole in me says, like, I'm proud that I've never had a McDonald's burger.
Wait, like, is it like Squidward? Like in that episode where he has to try a Krabby Patty?
No. Well, okay. Yeah, Leon.
No, I don't. I will never eat a McDonald's burger or a Wendy's burger or anything like that. I have like a rule for myself where I don't eat burgers from places that don't primarily focus on only burgers.
I can respect that.
Because I'm like, I want quality.
We have this place down here where they have like a burger on a Krispy Kreme donut.
Oh, gross.
Oh.
Like it's like, remember the Boondocks?
No, I've never seen that episode of the Boondocks at least.
They have an episode where it's like Granddad, he opens like a little store, and he's just like, it's like breakfast barbecue lasagna, and it's like it's a like Martin Luther burger, and it's like a 6-pound it's a 6-pound meat patty with bacon and butter and cheese, and it's in between 2 Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh, gross. Good God. I've heard of that being a real thing. I don't know what chain that is. Like,
I feel like somebody has to do that out there.
Quinten.
Quinten, yes.
Quinten.
After what?
No, I was just gonna say, do you remember Steak and Shake?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Do you remember how excited we were when we found out we were getting a Steak and Shake?
Well, I went to the real one in Vegas. It was really good. That's why I was excited.
Wait, so that's a thing in the West? Because like we have them all over the Midwest. I always thought it was just like a Midwestern thing. You guys?
I have no idea. I mean, Utah doesn't get a lot.
There's one in California, and then the other one, or not California. There's one in like Vegas. That's the closest one, I think.
Steak and Shake?
Okay. I've heard people go off on that. Like, oh, it's so gross. I'm like, am I the only one who thinks it's not that bad? Like, I don't know. It's cheap, too.
What I had what I had in Vegas was really good. But they turned, the Steak and Shake that they had here was a gas station with a steak and shake.
Yeah, it was. It was so fucking disappointing when we walked in there and we saw that it was also a gas station. Oh man, I was like, this better be fucking good. And then we get food there, and I'm like, oh, this sucks. I like bit into the burger, and I swear to God, I had a tear in my eye.
Yeah, no, it was bad.
No, see that was something where like Leon, he like unironically just flipped open the page of like the page of the newspaper. He said, "Oh, we have a Steak and Shake now." Oh.
I think Quinten was the one who told me about it, and I was just like, "Oh, dude, we got to try this," because we used to watch this group on the internet called The Creatures, and they did a thing about Steak and Shake, and I was like, "Oh my god, that looks so good! It sounds good." And then we were like, "Yo, we're getting a Steak and Shake," and I remember we went there like a few days after it had opened. And it was just like, oh, this sucks. And didn't it close down?
I have no idea. I haven't been there in a while.
Yeah.
I don't live down there anymore.
That's true. Quinten.
People are crazy.
Quinten has a certain meal that he likes at McDonald's. It's the spicy chicken?
The spicy chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, the hot and spicy?
Yeah, the hot and spicy.
Oh. Yeah, it's not bad. Add mac sauce on that. It's good.
Oh, really? I've actually never thought about that. That's probably a good idea, because I do like a Big Mac, too.
You were telling me that you're like, yo, I gotta try out this. I remember when McDonald's was serving like world food or something like that from their other McDonald's branches across the world.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't you have one of their foods, Quinten? Like, I can't remember what it was, like, that you ordered.
The McGangbang.
Yeah, I asked for that, but then they ended up giving me just bacon cheese fries, which was this awful cheese sauce.
Oh, the bacon free. Yeah,
Oh.
those are disgusting. Those are actually nasty.
Yeah. And I think they had. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I go there too much now that I think about it.
Why do you feel like that?
Huh?
Why do you feel like you go there too much?
Because we always go there because it's super cheap.
It's super cheap because everything's fucking expensive.
Dylan.
It's true.
Dylan.
Dylan's falling asleep.
I know Dylan's falling asleep, but Dylan, tell me, why do you eat McDonald's?
Because he loves it.
Because it's like right next to my house.
It's right next to his house. Like I think that's what they did. They basically opened up all the fast food next to the housing where they're like, oh, this is the most Asian demographic. Let's move all right here.
Yeah, let's all move right here.
Let's all move right here, and we'll be just fine. We'll do just fine.
Bro, McDonald's is king because I can order 2 6-piece chicken nuggets, and I can get that cheaper than the fucking 10-piece chicken nugget. Bro, that shit is amazing.
Bro, you just pimped the system, bro.
Yeah, my brother
you just
found
put it out there, so you're gonna fuck yourself on that one.
No, no one will listen to this.
You just exposed your secret.
They're
gonna be like, fuck.
I'll edit it out and I'll put something else over it. I'm sure.
Do y'all have Raisin Canes?
No. We don't even have. We don't have Popeyes. We don't have Jack in the Box. Like
Popeyes.
Jack in the Box goes hard.
That's not a fucking Popeyes, dude. That's a shitty ass KFC. That Popeyes is disgusting.
What, the one by my house?
Oh, I didn't know you had one by your house. I'm talking about the one near Zach's house. I've been there once, dude. That shit.
No,
that shit was like fake
Zach's
chicken.
The Popeyes by my house because it's on the military base. It's actually real food.
Wait, you can actually go to the one on the military base?
Well, it's the closest. Yeah.
Damn. I didn't know that you could actually do that. I just hate the price. I hate the prices of fast food. Like, bro, why am I gonna spend 10 fucking bucks on a large plate from Panda Express?
It's expensive as fuck.
When they don't give me as much of the fucking chicken that they were gonna say that they were gonna give me. I watch them chop it. I watch them chop it.
Fucking good.
And they
He's got some anger against Panda.
Oh, dude,
I like Panda.
I like Panda. I love Panda even.
The food's so good.
I fuck with Panda.
It's not that bad.
But it's like
Panda heavy.
But it's like, bro, you can't just chop the chicken in front of me and then throw it back in the fucking pot. I'm watching you do this and you're fucking me over.
I
paid you.
Them in person.
Dylan. Dylan. Do you like Panda?
I haven't really eaten it in a while. It's like ever since it kind of like moved out of like town for me.
Is it Asian?
Fat Asian?
Fake
No,
Asian.
fake Asian.
Well, I don't know. That's what most people say. Or it's like low end Asian food.
It's
Low end Asian.
Even though it's like
Fucking American
it's like-
pig. Capitalism.
It's like pretty awesome.
It is pretty awesome. The chicken's good. It's like Chick-fil-A. It's like
Oh god,
I
Chick-fil-A.
only get the orange chicken. Everything else can like just
everything.
fuck off.
Yeah, everything else kind of big suck, but the orange chicken goes hard.
Hey, don't talk shit about my fucking teriyaki.
And they took
chicken.
away
Oh,
like
Oh my
you
God.
want to do one of
teriyaki
those?
sucks.
No, it doesn't.
Teriyaki suck.
Yeah, because he doesn't get the
Tell-
teriyaki sauce. He only gets the teriyaki chicken.
It's just
Oh,
the
even-
teriyaki chicken.
Yo, even
Yeah.
with the thing, that's just like dry as fuck.
Thank you,
That's
Meredith.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The fucking teriyaki's awesome. Thank you.
Leon, I
It's
need
all
to
about,
bond
like,
with
the
you
orange
over the
chicken
teriyaki
life.
chicken.
Yeah, I'm waiting for
Let's get,
for Leon to be like, oh yeah,
Well-
fucking my chow mein.
I don't. You know what? You know what? That's the only thing I fucking get at KFC. So fuck you. I don't order chow
That's
mein.
the only thing you get from KFC.
Or fuck,
You get chow
goddamn it.
mein. You
What,
get
they have
chow mein from
mein at
KFC.
Fuck.
What the fuck? I didn't know that.
Fuck you. I
They're
only get.
expanding their market. That's really good.
God.
I only get I go, okay, they know me so well at Panda Express, alright? I walk in, this is how I know I have a problem. I walk in there, they say hi, and they know my name. And I'm like, hey, how are you? I'm gonna get, and they're like, yeah, I know, the plate with the fried rice and the grilled teriyaki, no sauce. And I'm like, alright, yeah, you know me. It's only one
We're
person.
almost exactly the same. I appreciate that.
Isn't your town like just like 3 people?
No! 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 There's a KFC.
Yes, but no.
There's a KFC.
He has a mall.
Yeah,
we have a mall.
There's a mall. So
we have multiple malls.
5
You
people.
tell them you live all the way out in BFE?
Bufu Egypt, you know?
No,
fuck
you know,
Egypt.
you know True Stories?
Yeah, I know True Stories. I haven't
That's
seen
basically that's basically Leon's town.
That's not my town. Quinten
Basically
lives
his
in the
town.
same area.
basically his town. Leon's just driving to Panda Express.
Okay, it's
Every
fucked.
day.
Get some wildlife.
It's fucked because like because if the Panda Express by me doesn't have the teriyaki chicken, I will fucking drive to the nearest one, which is like 20 miles away. I don't care. I need some Panda.
That shit's dry as fuck though.
No, it's not.
Teriyaki chicken and fried rice from Panda or GTFO. That's my thought too.
It's delicious.
I'm Team Leon.
It's the orange chicken. It's only
No,
orange
that shit's
chicken.
disgusting.
Gross.
Nigga, don't, no. You get the fried rice from Panda. What the fuck?
Fried rice is
What
great.
the fuck? What the fuck? What you
Delicious.
talking about?
Oh,
What
man.
you
Hey,
talking
that's
about?
no problem.
When they added egg bits, I was like, hell yes. Oh, I'm getting more protein.
Me too.
Even?
The egg
God.
bits are the best part.
Yeah, I usually get orange chicken and teriyaki chicken. I spend a little extra money to get.
Oh,
the
you get
bigger
double-
size.
you get
It's
double
the
tap?
best of both
Oh, yeah.
worlds. Jeez,
That
I
was
get way too excited about like teriyaki chicken.
About teriyaki chicken.
that was a
I'm like,
heated
Leon's
moment.
my twin all of a sudden. We're like,
Yeah, we got pretty heated.
That was a heated gamer moment, I'd say.
Oh my
Honestly, I
god.
don't even like Panda Express compared to this real Chinese place near my house. So
Honestly,
Fair
I feel
enough.
that.
Lucky you get to go to real Chinese
go
places.
I have some good Thai places over here.
That
If y'all ever
sounds
decide to
good.
come over,
Yeah, let me hop in the
Fuckers.
coop
Are
and
you
just
in Texas? Wait, you're in Texas? No. Where
yeah, I'm in Texas.
You are in Texas.
Texas.
I've never been to Texas before, and I'm like the only person who's never been to Texas.
that's interesting. I don't really pick up the like Texan accent.
From me?
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody does. That's the beauty of me.
Yeah, well, I mean, people don't think that Utah has like a Utah accent. I don't think they're really.
Yeah.
There's not
I
really.
don't know.
There's not really
I
a
mean-
distinct Utah accent except for
I mean-
mountain.
I think fucking
you
Ghost
can't
Man
say-
has more of an accent than you. Shit. What this?
What this?
Do I
What
have-
this?
Do I have like an accent? I don't think I have an accent really. I
No.
don't know.
Not
really.
Not
Not
particularly.
the one that I
no.
pick up. Yeah.
I think I get a little teeny southern-ish, like Midwestern, southern, whatever. Like, I don't know. I like to say y'all, and like I cut off the ends of
Me
my
too.
words a lot. But other than
Mhm.
that, yeah, nah. It's weird, like being around, like in my area, because like most people don't have like what you would call "quote unquote" an accent. But then there's some people that are like full on like twang, and I'm just like, where did that
Where'd you come from?
But I like it.
Who are you?
They
Yeah,
were birthed
I
from the
love it.
ground.
They're potatoes.
I love it.
Quinten,
mm-hmm.
nostalgia critic.
Oh,
What
God,
about
no.
him?
We watched them
Cringe.
together all the time, didn't we?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
were
no.
good days, man.
What's that?
Those were good days.
He doesn't even remember them.
He doesn't. He's just shutting me down.
He's trying to move.
He's like, yeah,
Doug
okay.
Walker. Fuck that kid.
Doug Walker.
Yeah. No, I know
Fuck
Doug
that.
Walker, but fuck Doug Walker.
Fuck Doug.
Quinten, what's your favorite episode of the Nostalgic Critic?
I don't remember.
Do you know anything about Nostalgia Critic?
I know a lot about Nostalgia Critic. I don't know anything. Like, I don't remember anything.
I'm not
from
talking about the new
watching
shit.
this.
The new
I don't
shit is
remember his-
garbage.
Yep. Yeah.
Old shit was
Nice.
great.
I just remember his intros.
I'm the Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
No, the.
Yeah, the intro is so good.
Yeah.
If I die and go to hell, that'll be what I hear.
Oh god, that's your summoning music. Leon Dion, repent for your sin.
No. I watched too
You.
much. You're going to
You
hell.
were subscribed to Nostalgia Critic for how many years?
2 years.
7.
2 years.
7.
No. No.
7.
Don't create. No. I like
7.
Dougie. I like Douglas Walker. I come in and I watch his videos every once in a while.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Fucking
think I might
weirdo.
still be subscribed to him. I haven't watched him forever, but I definitely need to.
I clean out my subscriptions every other week just so I know I'm not subscribed to some fucking weird shit.
I know that Quinten and I were really big Douglas Walker fans at one point in
I
our
think you're
lives.
just including me into this.
No!
He's like, I
watched
don't-
him
I
on
don't
my
know.
own.
No,
Fucker.
you did not just watch them on your own. We watched them together sometimes.
I remember I used to be big on CinemaSins
Oh,
because I thought they were funny.
Oh, CinemaSins.
what a trip
Yeah.
down memory lane that was. God, I remember Cinema Sins.
Nobody
are they
remembers
still doing
them.
stuff?
Yeah, they still do stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
They still pull
Okay.
in views.
Oh
I
no,
mean-
where's Dylan going with this? I can hear this.
I've been asking them for a while now to do a Cinema Sins on High Life. You know, I've been really waiting for that one. I ask them like
Juliette
every
Binoche's ass is not in this shot. 0 out of 10.
0 out of 10. Bad movie.
0 out of 10. Needs more booty.
Speaking of, we did watch Dylan's movie. Goodbye, First Love.
Oh, what a
Speaking of ass-
transition.
Yeah. Hey, don't say it's a bad movie, or is it a bad
No, I'm
movie?
talking about like actual ass, underage
Oh, you know,
ass.
I was
in
thinking
fact.
about that scene from Twisted Pair. Actually, that was
You were thinking about
never
the
mind.
the Neil Breen
Okay.
classic.
Yeah,
Twisted
the
Pair.
new classic. Honestly.
Goodbye, First Love, and Twisted Pair are really the same kind of movie if you think
Goodbye,
about
Twisted
it.
Pair.
No, I shit you not. There is a scene in Twisted Pair that exists just to show off this girl who looks like a slutty Tinkerbell's ass. We even freeze frame on it.
Freeze framed.
We freeze frame and dissolve from that shot.
Oh no. But let's talk about Goodbye First Love, which is the movie that Dylan picked for us to watch on this week's film club. Dylan, how come you picked this one? I'm actually like, I mean, it seems like a movie that is within your like realm, you know? It seems like something that is of your interest. So I'm just wondering like why you picked this one over something else from this director.
I think he's asleep.
Oh.
Oh my god. He's so quiet.
I think, like, why I picked this film over any others.
Yeah.
Well, two reasons. Well, I think for one, I was kind of in the moment. I was just sort of like a quick, easy pick
Mhm.
as something that we could all possibly enjoy without it being too. I don't want to say obscure because that's like pretentious and arrogant.
Mhm.
But at the same time, I also was always kind of wanting to expose more people to the works of Mia Hansen-Løve.
Mhm.
It was like one of my, I mean, of course, like growing to be one of my favorite contemporary directors. Just in the way she's like blends like sort of like French New Wave sensibilities into like modern day.
Yeah, I mean, like there's definitely that French New Wave and realism to it for the movie, especially just the way that it doesn't really call attention to like technically the way that the camera moves. I knew that French New Wave is more like, I'm not an expert on it, but I know that it calls attention to the form of it being in the medium of film. But the movie itself is very subtle with its filmmaking.
Yeah, very much so.
Feels very fly on the wall.
Yeah, but it's also like I think. Well, actually, I'll let you guys speak first before I talk.
Before you like explain the movie with your big dick energy.
He's radiating with that. I mean,
Big Dylan energy.
Big
Sounds
dick.
really weird to say.
because I mean, I know how Meredith feels because we watched the movie together actually, and we both like. There's a certain moment where both of us fell in love with the movie, and I think that's when they go on the retreat to the cabin, and we get to see the French countryside, and we were just like, God, this is so beautiful, and it reminds of. We said it. I think either I said it or you said it, Meredith, but we were saying that like it reminded us of a James Ivory film. Just the way that it looks and its presentation and the colors and the warmth of it all.
The film is very, very beautiful. And that's, in a weird way, like you were saying how it doesn't really call much attention to itself.
Mm-hmm.
it's able to do it in a more natural way than I think like Call Me by Your Name, because I love that movie.
Mhm.
But it feels Call Me by Your Name feels a bit flashy with how it shows like the like sort of scenery and all that.
Yeah.
But this just feels like, yeah, this is just how it is.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it just feels like very like, okay, matter of fact, I'm going to show you exactly what is in this girl's life, what she deals with on a day-to-day basis, year-to-year basis, and just the whole scope of her young adult life.
Yeah. I love the architecture, or like it's more of like the like the interior shots of the places, and like you mentioned, the scene that really like hit both of us like at the same time with them. They're on like whatever that house is toward the beginning. Like I can't remember what it is, if it's like an abandoned place or like a vacation place or whatever. But from that point on, like the interior shots and then the exteriors, like was captivating to me too. And yeah, I'm very not flashy, like you said. It's just very, it's there. It's like it's just simplistic, and I love that too.
I think that the story itself is a very like it's a very emotional film just on the premise and basis of it of what it is about. It deals with this girl who falls in love with someone for the first time, and I think a lot of people who are watching this film have had that first love, and I think that the first love is something that is so important and character defining to a lot of people because it expresses you for the first time in your life you're really letting somebody in, and then when they suddenly disappear, like I can't remember the guy's name. Is it I can't remember his name now that I have to think about it, but the boyfriend.
Sullivan?
Yeah, Sullivan vanishes and goes he just leaves for like 10 months, and like suddenly she's on her own again, and she doesn't have that support that she once had with this person who she was close to both emotionally and sexually, which is such a big factor considering that she's so young when she's with this person.
I really like that. I think it was the perfect balance of like tenderness and like that urgent like sexuality that you have in a relationship, especially in a relationship with somebody that you find yourself intimate with both physically and emotionally,
Yeah.
because there's like a raw like passion that you two have, and I felt that worked like was perfectly encapsulated on screen.
There's just like so many little things about it, like her keeping the trinkets, like the letters that he would send, or her having a map of where he is, and it's just like this constant reminder for her day after day until those days become months, and those months become eventually years, and like that part of her life eventually just fades away, and you have to change and you have to grow up, and you can't continue to live in that same time space because the world doesn't live with you. You have to live with the world.
Yeah. I love in particular, I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. Like I 4.5 that on Letterboxd, and I absolutely loved it. But one of going sort of your point, Leon, of sort of with her changing and having to move on, I loved the part when she cut her hair into like
Oh, that
the
was
pixie
great.
cut. Yeah, because she and Leon, like you brought up the point that she had mentioned it earlier. I totally forgot that she did, and the ex-boyfriend's like, oh no, I'd leave you if you did that. And so when she's on her own, like after a while
She
she
gets
does
her.
that. Yeah. And I was like, I like there's a lot of the story that I related to, and that's like, I mean, I know I'm not the only one too, because I know I think we all related on some level, but that evoked a lot of emotion because from the beginning of the movie I saw like bits of myself in that. Like I had some terrible, I was like the clingiest, most unhealthy person to be like in a relationship when I was about that age, and I have some like not great memories of that. And when she cuts her hair off, I was like, oh my god, I had like my moment of doing that when I was like a senior in high school, and I felt that. I felt the liberation of that. As dramatic as that may sound, but it definitely was like vicariously very liberating, of a good feeling to see that happen. So great point.
Yeah, I think another point of the movie that really like I think just shows that liberation for her is like when she starts going to college and starts taking up architecture and really is defining herself as a person. She's not only building an exterior world that she can perfect, but is also building the interior of herself. And And I think that that's also like maybe I'm like searching too much for it, but that's like kind of like the metaphor.
No, that's the thing.
That's the thing. Okay, that's what
like he literally. Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Like yeah, she's in the process of doing that. Like because like the professor is like says that like it's like your project is very nice, but you lack a lot of interiority in your buildings.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the key element she's missing. So it's sort of like a metaphor for her own missing interiority.
And like when the movie was first starting, I thought the movie was going to be about Sullivan because we're introduced to Sullivan. We see him running around, and he meets Camille.
I'm kind of glad that it didn't, though.
That's what I found was so interesting, is that we get to see it from her perspective, and we
were wondering. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, we don't like Sullivan just vanishes. I thought it was gonna be a story featuring both of them, or primarily his perspective, but then he's gone for a majority of the movie, and then comes back towards the end.
And I love how I remember when we watched it together, like we both audibly questioned, is he gonna even come back? Because it becomes so captivating. It becomes her story, and you're like, and I was conflicted. I was like, ooh, I like this. Like, is he gonna come back? Like, are we just gonna leave it to be a mystery? It's just gonna be her life. But I was like, I'm conflicted. I kind of want to see him again. So that was really interesting. I loved that.
I think one interesting point in Sullivan's story, even though it's very small, is that he quits college and he just goes and does what he wants. And I think that there's also something so freeing about it, because I think a lot of us are like, God, I hate my job, or I hate school, or I hate the position I am in life. I wish I could just quit and do what I want. And he did it, and he actually succeeded in it. But is he happy? That's up for us to determine, really. Because he had to give up something in order to gain what he kind of wanted as a career. And he gave up Camille. That's what I feel like he gave up.
Mm-hmm.
And like when they reconnect, it's such a I don't know, it's such a unique moment. Very few films give me that feeling of like, oh my God, they're meeting together, and they're now adults, and they're now having to deal with adult emotions instead of just childhood feelings.
I will go into that later.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, because she's 15 at the time and he's 19 at the time, and now they're both adults.
Yes.
But you were saying, Dylan?
Well, I was saying that it's like they're dealing with adult feelings, but they're also having to deal with like the resurfacing of their own childhood, feelings for each other, or adolescence. Like she literally kind of retreats back into that sort of like youthful innocence that she was in back, when she sees Sullivan again.
Yeah, because she becomes hardened as life goes on, and like now she's back to what she was when she was with Sullivan, because it brings something else to her.
Yeah.
Which I find so good. It's such a great movie from a screenwriting perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's set up and everything's paid off in a way.
Yeah, in a way, like it kind of reminds me of a Frank Ocean song.
God, but actually good, yeah.
Discussion for a different day, I suppose.
Frank Ocean's so boring, though.
I had argued differently, but that's besides the point. I'm just saying that the emotion. But like,
getting angry.
Like I think that like her deciding to cheat on her more grounded boyfriend, the professor that she ends up dating, and that she also has a miscarriage with, like her deciding to cheat on that is like I think that's just her not fully mature yet as a person, and that's probably because Sullivan came back into her life.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, so it's all great.
Don't you fucking listen?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Leon, that's what he just said.
Yeah.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was killing a cock, but I even heard that.
Wait, I only heard
you
like
can't
the
kill
first part of.
cockroaches.
I didn't hear the roach part, and I was like, what?
Take away my scholar cat.
The unkillable. No, like, yeah, I was like, if you heard like anything moving right now, I was like trying to kill a baby cockroach that like crawled on my keyboard, and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, that's disgusting.
Got yourself a new pet.
I know. I was like, what the fuck? And I was just waiting for him to get off my keyboard, and I just slammed him with my fucking shoe. Douchebag. Like, literally. I shit you not, the cockroach just like laid out. He did like the sexy pose where he put his leg like up on his other one, and he did like a little wink to me.
Like he was like seducing you.
He was trying to
How
seduce
high are
me.
you?
Really high.
I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm not gonna answer that question.
I can't believe it. Baby cockroach almost seduced Mark.
Baby
I am.
cockroach tried to fuck me.
There's
Not clickbait.
There's a shot in the movie that both Meredith
yeah, the
and I were like, wow, that's a great shot. Is when Sullivan is leaving, and he's walking down the street, and enter in on the left frame is the professor walking in. And a movie normally, like I feel like a Hollywood film would be like, look, they're about to meet each other, or look, they're in the same area. Pay attention to this. But Mia Love, is that the director's name?
Mia Hansen-Løve, yeah.
Mia Hansen-Løve. She trusts the audience enough to know that's just like she trusts the audience enough to just be like, yes, they're within the same area of each other, and here I am showing you that. But it doesn't call attention to itself.
Oh, yeah, I loved that shot. That was really good. I agree with you on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I thoroughly enjoyed this movie a lot. Actually, I think that I think there's a lot of merit in a rewatch as well, just on little things. In Camille's face, her face has so much character to it, and
The acting is all great.
Lola Creighton's like the goat in that film.
She's so good in it. I think everybody's so good in it. Like it's just all of it feels very natural. None of it feels like very forced or like, look at me, I'm putting my emotions out on display in that actory show off type way. It is very internal and very like focused in on itself.
It's not Joaquin Phoenix.
It's not Joker. Yeah.
It's no Joker, but it's pretty close.
It's so good. Yeah. It's just its naturalism, and I don't know. I think that was a really good movie, and I would definitely rewatch it as well and pick up on little things. I think you're right. I think there's a lot to pick up on, the subtleties.
I also like that, like, she's given that hat by Sullivan, and at the end of the movie, it goes away with the wind.
Yes.
It just blows away.
Oh, spoilers.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that this was going to be a spoiler discussion.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean,
just
like,
doing it for the meme.
When she has that miscarriage, it's like, God, like how much rougher can her life get?
Do y'all think the NC-17 was like warranted?
I didn't know that it was NC-17.
I didn't either.
Me neither.
I didn't either. Jesus.
It's apparently NC-17. And I was like,
why is it?
Why?
I'm trying to think.
Why?
Because say Bob's.
See Bob's in Vagana.
First scene, like, she was... But then, we were commenting also on, like, I was kind of going off on how I feel like in, I don't know if it's in general, like, with European... I think
maybe it's because the characters are, like, portrayed as 15.
Yeah,
maybe,
that could be it.
Maybe.
That's probably why. But that's only early in the film, though.
Yeah, it's only like the first
I mean, maybe
minutes.
about.
Yeah. But
that might be enough to warrant it, but I don't know.
Maybe
I'm not the NPA.
Possibly.
Yeah. Either way, I don't think there's enough to really be like I could see an R rating, but it's not gratuitous in any way.
No, it never. It's not supposed to be
sensual.
sexy. It's not supposed to be like, oh, look at how sexy everyone is in this. It's more of like, this is a person who's naked and just happens to be laying in bed with another person who is naked.
You know what? Yeah. I like blue as the warmest color. Fuck off.
I haven't seen it. I just know that people get upset at the sex scene.
Good. It's like, it's good movie, but like sex scene kind of ruined it. No cap. That's that raw shit.
That's a raw
Because she
shit.
hits it raw.
Oh my god.
Turns into trouble every day. Jesus.
Trouble. Oh my. Yeah. See, trouble every day. I could see why that's
NC-17. Dylan needs his cannibal fetish.
He needs to see that flesh on flesh contact.
Oh, Lord. Dylan, get a hold of yourself.
Get a hold of yourself.
Or don't get a hold of yourself.
That's like, yeah.
Dylan, when you're going through Mia Hansen-Løve's back catalog, is this what you found, or did you just how did you stumble upon it? Because I've never heard of this movie.
Yeah.
Well, two things again. For one thing, I was actually kind of became accustomed to Mia Hansen-Løve, or I got to know her films through, what was it, Eden, or like which is a film that I think kind of comes after this. After that came after Goodbye First Love. And then secondly, I kind of came upon it when it just came up on Mubi. Like one time, it's like, oh hey, it's like Mia Hansen love film, Goodbye First Love.
Yeah, because it was kind of a harder film to find.
Yeah,
a
lot of her films are kind of hard because they don't have a lot of U.S. distribution.
Mm-hmm.
And
like,
they get
literally.
NC-17s.
Which is interesting because I feel like this.
Idiotic.
I just feel like this is a movie that film Twitter would love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it has. I mean, I think you guys said like the whole "Call Me by Your Name" comparisons are very apt. I think. Would you say "Call Me by Your Name"?
I think
Adequate.
one of yeah, I think
did.
one of us said it.
I think Mark did.
Yeah.
I did, yeah.
But I think in comparison, not to say like I do like "Call Me by Your Name," but I think there's this very sort of, I don't know how to describe it, like a much more meditated approach to that film's ideas,
Mm-hmm.
or rather both these films' ideas on first love or just youth and adolescence and kind of growing up.
Yeah, they're
like,
two different films.
They're
with
both
two
visual, and
different
they do use sort of the same sort of visual, I wouldn't say cues necessarily or whatnot. I mean, because like really the Call Me by Your Name is all soaked into like, what was it?
Italy? I know it's in
like summertime in Italy, and this one
Italy.
and Goodbye First Love is
80s
like
Italy.
and Goodbye First Love is like it goes all around in seasons from like summertime to winter to fall, or fall, winter, spring.
Which I think
I think is suitable for like what the story's going for, and that's sort of one of the other things I do love about it. For two things. One, it's that for one, I think, who is it? Peter Labuza actually wrote that it's one of those films that I think does something that I absolutely love to see in films, in which I think it's like setting an atmosphere like inform a character's the main character's emotions, feelings, and so on and so forth.
So if somebody's unsure of themselves, they're going to be in a murky environment.
Well, yeah, but you could say like when she's in that youthful innocence of like love with Sullivan, it's all in sunny Italy. Or is it Italy? No, it's not Italy. That's Call Me by Your Name.
It's Call Me by Your Name.
It's the same film, whatever.
The same film, pretty much.
The same film.
Except Mia Hansen loves the goat.
You know what?
I felt a little bit of Room with a View-esque too, which is of course like Merchant Ivory as well, so it's very connected to Call Me by Your Name. But in that one, like the Room with a View is set in Italy as well, but it's a period piece, and I like the outdoor scenes evoked a lot of thoughts from that movie too, and just how like romantic it is, and sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I've never seen any James Ivory films, but
what?
Have you seen Call Me by Your Name? You've definitely seen at least one.
Well, I'm saying like this film's directed by James Ivory, or did he even direct?
He
films?
wrote it. He wrote the adapted.
I know James Ivory wrote, but I'm Call Me by Your Name. But I was just saying like directed films.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Let me see this. Did he actually do Room with a View?
Yeah, he directed that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
It's a goodie.
But what was I saying though? And I think this sort of thing, that whole sort of like range of seasons and time, is sort of the thing I like about Mia Hansen love the most, is that I can't say for like a lot of her filmography, she has this very sort of way of writing stories and editing them together, and directing them, of course. But there's a certain rhythm and rhyme to her editing process that I think just, I don't know. It's sort of like the same kind of effect that I had with A Souvenir, where it's more like this sort of sensation of like you're watching someone relive their memories.
Yeah, which I feel is always such a emotional experience. I don't know. It's one of those, like, it's one of my personal niches when I watch a movie, is when I see a character relive emotion and relive memory. It's always one of those things that like emotionally impacts me, and I think that's just something very personal to me. Yeah.
Because like one of the things that kind of caught me off guard, which I don't know why, was kind of how I wouldn't say non-linear the story gets, because that's not necessarily the thing, but I think it is kind of disjointed at times.
Jumps several years in the future.
Yeah, with like little to no sort of notice, besides if like kind of a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing. Like there's no title card, you just kind of have to go through like the visual cues. I mean,
Yeah.
granted they're pretty obvious visual cues.
That's what
Yeah.
Meredith and I were talking about. It's just like that the movie never goes, and now it's 2013 or anything like that. It just kind of shows you on the wall a calendar, and this is the year, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like her hair growth, like we were like looking, and first I was like, oh, is it a continuity issue? Like she went from like having her pixie
Shaved
head
head.
to like it starts to get into a little ponytail again, and then it kept on going, and yeah, and then figured out it's like, oh no, it's actually like that's kind of a subtle passage of time indicator, and I like loved that too. Yeah.
Dylan,
And just
But,
how
like-
cozy
oh, yeah.
it was. Yeah.
It is very much so. But and then also that passage of time thing, I think, is another thing. Of course, I said that already, but I think the one thing I really I've loved so far with her filmography. I mean, I've only seen Goodbye First Love and Eden, so I don't know anything about how this statement can really extend to something like Things to Come, or what was the other called?
She has
Like
a
Things
few
to
films
Come,
under her
Maya,
belt.
what is it? All is Forgiven, or like Father of My Children. But from these two films, like Goodbye First Love and Eden, they share this sort of thing that is kind of very personal to me, where it's about these characters that are sort of stuck in, they're kind of like these like stuck in the passage of time. I mean, that's kind of pretentious sounding, but what I'm saying is that they're these kind of characters that are still remain who they are, regardless, despite how fast
Everything's changed around them.
Yeah, she's like literally years are moving by, and yet still these people are, or at least Lola Creighton, or I forgot her name. I really shouldn't have forgotten her name.
Camille.
But Camille, even despite how much she does want to change, she still has that youthful passion to her, or that youthful innocence to her. That sort of thing I think J. Cole kind of touches upon. It's like she like embodies, like Lola Creighton herself just embodies, like, what is it called? I gotta find it. Like the spirit, as he says, embodies the spirit of first love in all its corrosive, inexperienced, and uncontrolled terror. And it's like
that's very well put.
Yeah.
Well, it's not it's J. Cole's words, not mine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's still a
J.
well-put
Cole,
statement.
like the rapper?
That's what I was thinking.
But like, I think it's that sort of thing too, though. Just that, and also again, how we're like, I think she has like this keen interest in characters that are just stuck in where they are, just like no matter how hard they try to really get out of, their spots in life. But I find something really kind of beautiful about that. But also, there's something beautiful about this in a way. What is it called? In a way, how it also can see memory as being both liberating and damaging.
Oh yeah,
If that makes sense.
I was going to ask you, Dylan, like how you feel about this this counter argument that's been made about the movie, where they say that Camille exists only to live off of men, and that she cannot live as an independent person.
Well, I mean, you could probably say that for I wouldn't say that for. I would say that for probably when she's with Sullivan during her, but that's probably reasonable because she's she's a teenager still.
She's only 15, yeah.
But like I think in the second half, that's where again it starts to kind of form, and I know that kind of goes contrary to what I've been saying most of this whole time. But again, it's sort of like her trying to get out of that to try to form her own identity.
And sorry, go ahead.
I wouldn't say like the what is it, the Swedish architect that she does, like
I think it's no, it's not Swedish.
What is it, Swedish? No, it's not Swedish. It was
Dutch, Netherlands, something like that.
I think Netherlands. I wouldn't even say that she's necessarily having to like, what is it called, live off of him necessarily, because at the end it's like literally he represents the next stage in like her life, that adult, that jump from youth to adulthood. Like it's that relationship. I mean, it's literally the ending is representative of that. She leaves Sullivan behind in order to go to him.
Yeah.
Or in order to be with him. Like she represents that maturity, and so I wouldn't say necessarily that's like I mean, it has some merit if you can kind of extend to the first half, but other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really find a lot of there's not a lot of ground for me to agree with in that argument, because I feel like she is still a person who is figuring out the world herself and where she stands in it, emotionally, physically, and all of that kind of stuff. So I think it's a little unfair to say that she only exists for the realm of men, because it just doesn't seem that way. We only see a small portion of this character's life.
I think that sounds like a very privileged kind of argument or attempt of argument.
Yeah, it just seems
it's like why can't she just be herself?
It's called woke.
Why can't she? It's called woke.
It just seems very contrarian.
Shut up, Todd Phillips.
I think that she and this is like coming from, I feel like, maybe my perspective of like when I kind of started to figure out that I needed to take time for myself and not date. And I'm not saying like that has to be like for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But like watching, my very solid opinion is that like she does go through, unless I'm forgetting this, if I'm correct, she goes through that portion of time between the time when Sullivan leaves her, and then she doesn't end up like getting with the like her former professor. It takes a while for that, and I think to me it seems like her most formative time of forming her independence and finding herself is when she's not with somebody. Like there is a clear time when she is pretty much by herself, and that's when, like, for me, I feel like she really finds out who she is, and she could totally function well like by herself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, literally, when you look at it, it's more like, and plus, even in the second half, when Sullivan does return, it's more like, she's taking care of him more than anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's definitely pretty mature, and I mean, like, just going off to school by herself and making her just, even like the hair thing. Like I said, I know that seems like such a minute thing, but I don't know. I see that as like being, it's just like a big symbol of, like I said, that liberation thing. And she does that on her own, like when she finally is sort of getting more stable. And like that's her decision, and nobody else says anything about it, and it's great. And I'm just like, go.
I was gonna say, like, when she goes to see the movie with Sullivan, and like he's talking about how he hated it, and like how she said she loved it, and he's like, they're too emotional or something like that, and she's like, see, you don't get it, like you don't have that emotional
sensitivity.
Yeah, emotional sensitivity, which is true. He doesn't understand Camille, like, at all. Like he has an idea of Camille, but he doesn't know who Camille is as a person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like we've touched pretty much everything about this movie, to be honest. I mean, in the abstract, I mean, like, I don't imagine us going beat for beat on the plot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a film that, like, again, like other Mia Hansen films, or at least, yes, as a guy that said only one other Mia Hansen film, but it's a film that you definitely have to feel more than anything. It's a film you feel it's like experiential.
It's a sensory overload.
It's definitely like something
in the best way.
Experiential. Rather than a film with like a clear-cut story. I don't want to say like, oh god, that sounds pretentious.
God,
no, but it's not. I can completely get you.
It's a very good movie. Yeah. I give it a 4 out of 5.
I give it 5 bags of popcorn out of 5 bags of popcorn.
Yes,
4.5 bags of popcorn.
The meme is bad.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, it's like one of my favorite movies.
Bad,
so,
Dylan, I think that you gave it a 5 out of 5?
Yeah, it's like my personal canon.
Oh, damn.
It's very booby core, body core, whatever.
That was a very good movie, Dylan. Thanks for choosing that one. Actually, that was.
Thank you, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dylan.
And
5 thumbs up for you.
And for this next week's episode, we're gonna have Mark pick the next episode.
Whoa!
What is your pick, Mr. Mark?
My pick?
Yeah.
Hold up, I wasn't prepared for this. I have a speech. Let me open up my mixtape.
Death proof.
All right, let's get a drum roll here, boys.
Oh god, I swear he's gonna pick Godzilla, King of Monsters.
Godzilla, King of Monsters. No. I wouldn't do that.
I was like, oh god, no.
1965's Yo-Yo, directed by Pierre Iteix.
Okay.
1965 Yo-Yo it is then. All right.
I'm Googling.
It's just Lester Jack tattoo.
65.
You know what, Dylan? You haven't even watched it. You did. I gave your movie a chance. Give mine a chance. God damn it!
All right.
It'll be interesting because I've never heard.
I mean,
of this.
I'm only giving it a chance
This looks
since like
cool.
David Ehrlich gave it 5 out of 5.
Did he actually?
I'm pretty sure he did.
You're joking, right? This is clown, right?
Let me find it.
I swear to God, Dylan.
Now Mark has to hate it.
Fuck! Now I gotta take it off of my favorite films of all time.
Don't go. I'm gonna find it.
Fucking.
Get those receipts.
Yeah, he did.
Fuck off! No, I don't like that.
Hey, Mark. Look.
Stop, you dick. You dick. Good movie either way. Even
Must
if
be like GOAT. Because David Ehrlich is never wrong.
Never.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, obviously. I just said it.
Shut up. Stop.
Hey, Leon, can you explain what a cram prank call is to me?
God damn it! I knew you were gonna do this. I didn't think you'd do it now.
What happened?
Okay, so
Can
Quinten.
this be like Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
No. Let him explain it.
Quinten.
This is the immediate context.
Motherfucker, I hate you, Quinten. So back when I was like younger, probably middle school.
Most 7 years ago.
7 years ago. Yeah, so nearly a decade ago, I had a YouTube channel. And
Oh wait, no, it's been 9 or 8 now.
Okay, well I won't name the channel.
Damn it.
I will.
No, don't.
Oh no.
Don't
do it. No
fail.
balls. No balls.
No, he'll just edit it out. So I'll just,
That doesn't mean that they won't know it if you say it.
Oh, you want me to say it then?
We could spread the word.
We'll spread the word. We'll put it in Metro.
You literally hold
We'll
my
put it
fate in
Metro.
your hands.
Put it in announcements or something.
Oh, fuck.
We'll see.
You hold my fate in your hand.
So it's really cringy. I haven't gone back to those videos for a reason. But they were videos of me doing Let's Plays, and there were videos of me doing prank calls. Because that's what I thought was funny at the time. And they're fucking awful. They're fucking terrible. I would prefer that they never exist or that they can't be found.
Do you not know how to delete your account?
I know. I forgot that they even existed. Quinten found them. Quinten went through the archives and found them.
He went through the He went to the Smithsonian.
I guess you do have Let's Plays on here.
Yes, they do have Let's Plays.
Oh my gosh.
Minecraft Let's Plays.
The prank call.
Prank calls.
I'm here for the prank calls. Honestly.
Minecraft Let's Plays, and I also did old NES Let's Plays, but I don't think I had a mic.
You don't have any Minecraft. You deleted all the Minecraft, but what, a 45-second video.
Oh my god.
But you do have Little Mac, or what's that game called?
Punch Out?
Punch Out. You
Yeah,
have that.
I have a Punch Out video, I guess. I didn't even know that
Super
I had.
Mario.
Wow, yeah.
Okay, respect.
I didn't know that I had those videos still up on the internet.
Why would you delete them? That's just history. That's why I still have that one Minecraft channel.
Oh my
That's
god.
how I found them.
Oh no.
Because Quinten and I back in the day used to make Minecraft Let's Plays.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
You?
I don't know.
I have all those deleted off of my channel.
He's like sweating over there. I can.
I know.
am
He's
sweating.
like, fuck.
I'm desperately searching.
He's trying to turn it off. He's trying to find where it is.
I changed the
He's
password.
gonna
You can't delete them now.
Oh
no.
no.
He probably lost his password.
He locked me out of my own account.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
He did it. He did it to him.
Why don't you have any videos on your more recent channel? Oh wait, I guess this isn't your more recent channel. Never mind.
Oh, my newest, my actual channel that I use, the Leon Dion channel.
Yeah, no, I was talking about a different one.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean
One
the
of
Leon
500
Dion channel.
subscribers or whatever.
My YouTube channel is pretty much just whenever I feel like uploading. So I don't have
Yeah,
any
no, I'm
projects planned.
subscribed to it.
I don't have-
watch it.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have anything planned
I
necessarily.
don't watch it.
Oh, that's okay. It's mostly just shit posts.
It's your shitpost channel, right? Yeah.
It's pretty much
Shit
shit posts.
I saw 6ix9ine celebrates. I saw that.
I saw this. Oh god.
My masterwork, I must say. The
This is masterpiece.
6ix9ine celebrates. What a great video.
What a great video.
And once I learn After Effects, I'll get fucking crazy. I promise.
He's gonna get litty as fuck.
Yeah. But looking down now, I see that we've been recording for about almost 2.5 hours.
Jesus.
Yeah, 2 hours
Oh.
and 15 or 2 hours and 12 minutes now.
Oh, good Lord. Good luck with editing this. I'm so
Oh
sorry.
God, Leon.
That'll be all right. I can edit it down.
Oh, you deleted the video.
He's going to make it a 50-minute presentation
50
here with his
He's gonna
editing
delete everything
magic.
involving his channel.
Oh no, it's still here.
No, don't do
no.
it. No,
Oh
don't do this.
Oh,
No, don't do this.
He doesn't, Leon.
No, don't
He did
do
it
it.
to him.
Don't do it to
no!
me.
He did it to him.
No, don't do it to me.
I put your 3 seconds in there.
He did it.
I didn't even get your voice yet.
I know, that's the thing. I don't want my voice to be
He
heard.
doesn't want the
Yes.
voice in there.
Let's see. I'll jump to 4 minutes and
No,
play
no.
it for 2 seconds.
I'm going to be
Oh,
happy
no.
right now. I'm going to listen.
Oh God.
I remember exactly how I recorded that. I had a Nickelodeon laptop, and I fucking took one of my flip phone speakers right up to the webcam mic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you have a Mega Man background. Mega Man 3, I think.
Because I was
The one
He's
with
watching.
the
crying.
man.
Like,
He's
did you use,
actually
like, the
crying right now.
soundboard?
No,
Like,
they
you
would.
gotta
You
do
literally. How did I do what?
Did you use like like the soundboard effects to do your prank calls, or
No,
like? Did
I
you
just literally just.
No, he's on like Windows XP or something.
Oh gosh, I give respect. I've spent way too much of my time like listening to, or just like watching prank call videos on YouTube, and it's always like stupid ass like Dr. Phil soundboards and
I
What the-
remember
wait,
or, like,
wait.
Jack Black. Or,
Anthony,
like,
you have a. Oh, sorry.
I was
no,
what?
go ahead.
You have a folder on your laptop from 2011. It says Smosh 2011, and it's a folder.
Stop.
Okay, this is epic.
Okay. Now this, oh,
Next
Now
week,
this
pictures.
is epic.
no, we finally broke him.
Ah, fuck! You found me. You found my old. I literally
You found
spent.
me.
7
this.
Horcrux.
I spent so much time trying to hide it. I feel so deflated now. I genuinely feel deflated.
I didn't even. I found my other channel that I was looking for to find this.
The classic. I know the classic channel. The one
I
we.
just heard it in my headphone. Oh, it's because I clicked on it.
The one that we say all the time.
The Swift Minecraft?
No, QDog1477 Gaming.
Oh, I still use that channel. It has my CS:GO compilation. It's the only thing I have
My
on there.
CS:GO compilation.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
used
they're
to
like
record.
4-year-old.
We used to record Minecraft videos on that channel.
Oh
Yeah, I deleted
God.
them all.
Gosh.
Oh,
Those are gone to the sands of time.
Dylan, you remember our Minecraft Let's Play?
What?
Do you remember our Minecraft Let's Play?
You guys talked about Minecraft while Mark played it.
Yeah, my Minecraft Let's Play.
Your No, because I don't even play Minecraft.
I play Minecraft.
Yeah, but it's like I'm not playing with you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why did Let's
dick.
play it?
You dick. Come on, where we go play right now? Come on, I'll start a world right
Minecraft's like
now.
little kids.
I'm gonna wind you down.
You know what? He told me, he was like, yeah, I don't like Minecraft. I was like, why? He was just like, oh, like, it's like 2 minutes. Smosh.
It's like there's no story.
There's no story. and It's like
There's
too
no
many
story.
opportunities.
There's like no way to just play it vanilla, and I hate it.
I was like, what
Wait.
the fuck, you bitch? You milquetoast motherfucker.
Well,
Alright.
that's another episode, ain't it? Huh?
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Lord.
Bigger, badder,
This is-
longer, and uncut. You know.
Oh god.
This will most definitely be edited at some point, I'm sure.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
God.
gonna edit
Definitely.
out that whole last point.
That
where I
whole
talk
last-
about your boy.
You
shit
better
that
not.
prank call.
I
You
won't.
should edit out the
Better
fast food
not.
answer
you
knife.
better not. Yeah, that was so good.
I'll leave it in.
Can we talk about how like we all get really, really like heated more about fast food than movies? I love that.
We got super heated.
I'll give. Oh, next
Oh,
time.
so-
We don't have any letters or anything like that, though I now have
Yeah.
the Google set up, the email that you can write us at. We are metrocast88@gmail.com. You can write us and send us letters there. We'd be happy to read them. Anything like that, I would love to read. We also have a Twitter account. Also, I believe it's just the Metrocast or Metrocast1.
Metrocast 1.
Yes,
Metrocast one,
Yes, it is Metrocast1. Our DMs are open. You can also just ask us any questions on there. Feel free to engage with us on that webpage. I mean, I'm sure one of us is going to be on it at some point throughout the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, we're always open for audience engagement. We look forward to reading anything like that. I look forward to reading anything like that, and I'm sure everyone else here looks forward to reading any sort of comment.
Everyone except Dylan.
What?
Dylan loves the comments.
Divin does Divin?
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 Divin, I like it.
Yeah,
Booby.
Divin. Booby?
Booby.
Booby.
For my parents already got my names mixed up with my brother enough as it is.
Oh no. Oh no. Wait, your brother's name's Booby?
No, it's Devin.
No, really? Are you serious? Devin and Dylan, I love it. That's so confusing. I couldn't blame them.
And then
Well.
Dylan.
I'm Leon Dion.
I'm Meredith.
Oh, I'm Mark.
All right, Dylan, you got it.
Come on, Dylan!
And I'm Bovey.
Alright. That's a great way to end the episode. I'm
I'm Booby.
It is.
Bye, Quinten.
Alright, thanks everybody.
Bye.